ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Hey! Thanks, everybody. I'm Bill Wendell. Nice to see you all, and welcome once again to Tell the Truth. Our first guest today has a very interesting theory. Indeed, he holds it is not just a theory, that it is perhaps a science, in which he claims that a photograph of a person gives you far more than just the visual image. To the trained eye, it'll tell you what he's like, what he's feeling, and all that sort of thing. We'll meet him as soon as we meet our panel here on Tell the Truth. Bill Cullen. Peggy Tan. Nipsey Russell. And Kitty Carlisle. Let's just say,
Kitty Carlisle.
have a ruffle or two, Miss Carlisle. Well, now, we're going to meet a man with a fascinating technique for interpreting photographs.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Robert Accurate.
Number two.
My name is Robert Accurate.
Number three.
My name is Robert Accurate.
All right, and all three of these gentlemen are claiming in one form of pronunciation to another to be Robert Accurate, and here is his photographic proclamation. I, Robert Accurate, am a psychologist. As such, I maintain that all photographs of people have a psychological story to tell. Similar to dreams, handwriting, and body language, photographs contain clues invisible to the untrained eye. Let me show you what I mean. Look closely at this picture. Seems like a cozy, relaxed, affectionate family group, right? However, careful scrutiny reveals that the girl is unable to get close to her father because the boy is jamming his fist into her neck. This gesture is symbolic of his hostility toward his sister. Here is the Kennedy family in 1934, a close, happy, and attractive group. But what else can we see here? Notice how central and close the boys are to their parents, clearly illustrating the emphasis that was placed on the male children in that family. Now, included in this next children's group, there is a next children's group, there it is a fourth grade student, later known as Adolf Hitler. Now, this picture chillingly shows that Hitler's personality was set at a very early age. And why? Because he has placed himself in the exact center of the top row, higher than anyone else. I call the study of photographs to arrive at personal and interpersonal... I have lost the book. Now I found it. I call the study of photographs to arrive at personal and interpersonal insight photoanalysis. And photoanalysis is the title of the book. And it's signed Dr. Robert Accurate. We have with us as our contestants three gentlemen named Robert Accurate. Dr. Robert Accurate, a psychologist who maintains that photographs of people reveal all kinds of fascinating insights. Let's start with the cameraman's dream, Miss Kitty Carlisle.
Oh, thank you. Number three, the pictures were fascinating, but aren't they often posed by other people rather than the people themselves, like a class picture with little boys? You're told where to sit, aren't you? With Adolf Hitler's picture, for instance?
They can be.
Well, what about this one, the one we saw?
Even if that were so, isn't it fascinating that he was chosen to be the one to be there?
I see what you mean. Number two, I also think that the picture of Hitler as a little boy, the body language shows a kind of arrogance, the set of the head.
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Number one, don't you think parents today are probably very aware that in photographs they should change the position of the children every so often?
That's what makes this so interesting. Sometimes a parent could be more dominant than an actual photographer.
The Thank you, Kitty. We're going down to a puzzled-looking Bill Cullen.
Yeah, number 2, do you find that the snapshots are more accurate as far as revealing characteristics than glamour photos, which are by and large posed?
Oh, by far. There are so many instances of that. Marilyn Monroe, for instance, in professional pictures, photographs.
Was there something in Marilyn Monroe's pictures, the snapshots, the candid shots, that was not obvious in the posed pictures?
Oh, yes. The very famous one you may have seen is the one when she was married and they had a picture of her at her wedding. And she was just beautiful and her eyes were soft in contrast to the eyes, for instance, in a posed photograph.
I enjoyed the one where she was standing over the subway grating in New York. Wind was
One of the best pictures of a subway grating
marvelous
I have
work
seen
of photography
since I lived here.
Number 3.
And Buzz takes us, please, to Peggy Cass.
Now, number 1, in almost all my candid shots when I was a little girl, one of my bloomer legs is hanging down. And that's the truth. Now, what would that pretend? That I mean, well...
Peggy, should I say this on?
Yeah. Well, what?
Actually, it doesn't mean anything. It's
Except
in
my mother
context.
never put elastic in my
Hope
bloomer
you
legs.
feel better.
one of your legs
It's in
is longer than the
context
other.
with a series of photographs from your family album that I could tell much better.
Oh, well, they didn't take many pictures of me. They weren't too crazy for me. Now, number 2, when I was a little girl, what I really loved to do more than anything was to go into Woolworth's or Kresge, put a quarter in, and get 4 pictures of me. Does that mean anything? I have them still. Some of them are quite nice. And then if I had 50 cents, I let the girl hand paint them. It was really, that was the best.
Well,
Now,
if the facial, your facial impressions, they are momentary, really, versus a larger picture which could show your body, posture, and that sort of thing. So they don't really need to.
And that buzzer takes us to Nipsey Russell.
Number 1, as a psychologist, can you explain to me what's meant by the thematic apperception test?
Oh, of course. That would be similar to a Rorschach test, a kind of ink blot, or any kind of test where the subject is trying to determine from a set of pictures.
What I was getting at, number 1, does not the interpretation reveal more the character of the viewer than it does of the ones in the picture?
It reveals, obviously, the character of the viewer. That's the
See.
purpose of it.
Number 2, does not the occasion on which the photograph was made alter what the people will register? If you take a picture of a group of people, for example, at a joyous occasion, don't you see different things in them than you see in other occasions?
Oh, yes, but you can't disguise many things in a photograph which are a part of human nature. But you must know and you must read the photograph as you do read a book.
I see. Number 3, I've noticed in watching television shows at home on which I appear, there's always a scowl on my face, but that's because the lights are bright. Does that apply in photography as well?
Absolutely, right. That's one thing that you'd want to know is what the actual setting is, what's going on. You'd have to consider that.
I see.
Of course, we professional people rarely get decent photographs of ourselves because by the time the fellow with the airbrush finishes taking out all of the wrinkles, you look like your own grandson.
They don't take out any wrinkles in your face.
They take out plenty of wrinkles, but by the time they finish taking out, there's no face left. Anyhow, it is time now for us to ballot, friends, and we decide whether we think it's number 1, or number 2, or number 3. We pay $50 to our team for each wrong vote. We pay them $500 if none of the votes is correct. And Kitty starts, please.
Well, Nipsey asked number 1 a very kind of scientific question. I can't even remember what it was, but he said, why, of course I know that. Well, real ones never do that. They kind of go, yeah, I heard of that. And number 2 gave us a lot of information, so I voted for number 3.
All right. Woman's intuition takes us to number 3, Bill Cullen.
Well, following along Kitty's lines, number 3 and number 2 were so good that I voted for number 1. No, I thought, I liked that same offhanded way he had about things. He sort of dismissed them, and that got
For
me.
opposite reasons. Very well, we're on both ends. And Peggy?
I have a much better reason than they did, yes.
dear.
Number 2 is the happiest looking one. And why not? Being a psychologist, he doesn't even have to listen to that garbage. He just has to look at their pictures. So he's happy.
Good point. Everybody's got 1 vote. Somebody's going to have to get 2. Mr. Russell.
I voted for number 1 on the basis that Kitty rejected him, and that was that he gave me the answer to my question.
Well, that shows you that great minds do not run in the same channels the votes are in. Will the real Dr. Robert Akarat please stand up, sir? There's the good doctor. That was a noble effort, gentlemen. Let's find out who you all are. Number 1, what is your real name, please?
My name is Jerry Koch. I'm a stockbroker with the firm of Hertzfeld & Stern in New York.
Good luck, my friend. Number 2, you want to tell us about yourself?
Yes, my name is Peter Kirby. I'm Vice President of Sales and Marketing of Fruit of the Loom Sitting Pretty Disposable Diapers.
Oh, hey there. As a grandfather, I know them all too well. Dr. Ackford, if you'll join me stage center, we've got a couple of pictures over here I'd like to have you analyze. Now, these are pictures not of folks that you have ever seen before, I don't believe, but they tell the good doctor a story that they don't tell me. I see here 2 apparently happy children with a flower.
Yeah, this is a typical kind of a family photo where it's taken, and once it's taken, you say, gee, isn't it an interesting shot? They look kind of cute together. Mm-hmm. And you take it and you file it away in your shoebox or your album, and that's it. Now, what I see going on here, first of all, they're twins. They're not identical twins, but fraternal twins. Second, notice the dress. They're similarly, exactly. Mm-hmm. One is more dominant, facing squarely, the camera or the photographer. And notice how consistent she is. She has a firmness and a determination in the jaw, in the eyes, in the mouth. She's open with her arms. Her arm on this side here, her hand has she's gathered flowers. She's making the fist here and here. And there's a whole sense of like firmness and domination and dominance. As opposed to her sister, totally different. Here she is, she's sort of a receptive, cuddly, warm, she's smiling. She's gathered her flowers up to herself. They're like opposites. Now, what's fascinating is the girl here, later in life, married, lost her husband, and it was her sister who then married the husband and continued on. Just incredible. So what you see going on here with the gathering, it just followed right through.
Very well. Whoops. Now here's a second one that has a fascinating denouement to it, and let's hear about it.
Right, in this photo, one of the things that are important is to get the setting. Now you look at the setting and you realize, yes, it's sand. It's on a beach. Mm-hmm. You sort of zero in on the boy and you think, well, maybe just as someone said on the panel about the light, you know, maybe the sun's beating down so he's looking away, but it's more than that. He's also unhappy. He's trying to make contact with the dog for some support. And you can tell he's young, maybe about 2 years old. What's absolutely startling, though, is that he is being supported by 2 guns, and they're not the toy kind. They're real guns. And what's bizarre about that is what parent in their right mind would give a kid that age 2 real guns to use as crutches? What I think goes on here is an association that he builds then where the crutches are things like he can use in life, there and later on, even though here he's unhappy. Mm-hmm. This is a picture of Charles Whitman, who later in life killed his wife, his mother, and he climbed to the top of the Texas Tower and killed 34 people.
And chased them down with
and there you see it at age 2.
It might have something to tell us about parents giving kids guns for Christmas presents, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you,
especially
Doctor,
the real
very
kind.
much.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, for being with us.
Take care.
Now, panel, we have a drawing here of an extremely private hideaway, a personal retreat from the world. In other words, it's a one-person think tank. And this self-contained private world was featured in the famous Neiman Marcus Christmas catalog, and the price for it was a mere $80,000. The man responsible for its design is our next guest, and let's meet him now.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is William Pilgrim.
Number 2.
My name is William Pilgrim.
Number 3.
My name is William Pilgrim.
And here are the thoughts on think tanks from William Pilgrim. He says, I, William Pilgrim, am a designer of think tanks. Think tanks are private environments where one can go to get away from it all. For example, here is a man in his private world, completely relaxed, enjoying a projection of a favorite scene. And here he is, still in his own personal environment, working out in his own exercise area. This $80,000 design is intended for use in a private home. However, the most frequent application of the think tank concept is in a business office. Take a look at this meditation room. It is part of the design for the executive headquarters of the McDonald's Hamburger Corporation, and it won the award of Office of the Year. When the hustle and bustle of the outer office has taken its toll, the busy executive can close himself up in the total privacy of the think tank. There he can unwind, relax, write reports, and dream up a new variation of the Big Mac. It is the ultimate in relaxed comfort. The floor is an upholstered 700-gallon waterbed. Signed, William Polgram. Can you imagine a 700-gallon waterbed, and then when they turn off the heating fuel in the cold of the winter, you got the world's biggest ice cube? Let's start with Bill Cullen, please.
Hey, number 2, roughly, how many of these think tanks are in use in the the business world?
The only one we've built so far is for McDonald's.
Number 1, do you know of any others that are in use anywhere?
No, I don't know of any others. There are several in the design stage.
Number 3, does a think tank have such things in it as, well, does it have a telephone in it, or are you supposed to be completely alone?
It could have a telephone. The one that exists does not. You are supposed to be alone. That's the purpose.
Well, what happens, number 3, when somebody goes in there? Does he tell his secretary, for instance, I'm going to the think tank? He says, yes, I would glad.
I trust he does not. And let us go, please, to Peggy Cash.
Well, quickly leaving that environment. Number 2, how do you walk on a waterbed floor? I mean, isn't it difficult to walk on the floor that's just made out of a big waterbed? I mean, they're so gushy.
Well, that floor is fastened all round. There's no problem about, you're thinking getting seasick walking
No,
on
my dear, I was thinking of the purchase that, you know, your shoes and everything. I mean, they go plunkety-plunk. They're not like a regular hard floor.
Well, this is a firm carpeted, it's a thick carpeted surface, wool carpet.
Thank you. Number 1, has it ever occurred to you that this might be somewhat hedonistic to have a water-bedded floor?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it would be heathenistic, no.
Oh, okay. Now, listen, number 3, if I had one of these things as in my home, don't you think it would lead to a lot of domestic dust-ups like, what the hell is the Daily News doing in my think tank? I mean, 2 people couldn't share a think tank, could they?
2 people could share the think tank, yes.
They'd certainly have to be like each other a lot.
It's to destroy the purpose of it, I should think. We're going to Nipsey.
Well, I would be turned off right away by the waterbed, especially if people have children. You put a baby on the bed, you can never tell who wet whom. Number 1. Is this item known by some other name other than think tank? Is it not called?
No, it is not known by any other name that I know of.
Number 2, the same question?
No, there's no other name for it.
All right. Number 3, what are the atmospheric conditions in there? Is there purified air? Or?
Yes, the temperature is at 72, and there is a little bit of air input into it to, among other things, relieve the noise.
I see.
The noiselessness, excuse me.
And finally to Kitty Carlisle.
Well, that answer, number 3, leads me to my next question. Number 2, is this soundproof?
Oh, yes, of course. The idea is isolation.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
everywhere.
Number 1, is this not in the Neiman Marcus catalog?
Yes, it is.
And number 2, the Neiman Marcus catalog generally has his and her things like that, because they once had his and her airplanes. Does it have a his and her think tank with different accoutrements?
No, this isn't the his and hers thing for this year.
Uh-huh. What is the, oh, well, I won't ask you that. Number 3, when you walk on the waterbed floor, that fascinates me. Does it have a give to it, or is it like an ordinary floor?
A slight give.
It has a slight give.
Sure.
Number 2, what's the give for?
Oh, I'm sorry. We got our own little bell and our own little think tank, and that cuts us off. And time now for us to ballot as swiftly as we can for number 1, or number 2, or number 3. And Bill, if the ink is halfway dry, what do you think?
I got a winner here now. Boy, you look at those 3 men there and you say, which one of those men has spent time in a think tank and looks calm and cool and collected and able, and your immediate reaction is, none of them. So in that case, no. Number 2 looks like a man who's at peace with the world. He looks very calm and cool. I voted for him.
Very well, so we got a 2 showing, Peggy.
Well, I just can't get over it because, like, people in jail and everything are dying not to go to solitary. These guys pay $80,000 to do it. It kills me. I voted for 3.
It's all right, a 2 and a 3. Nipsey.
I got, I guess, the most direct responses from number 2, and for that reason I voted for him. I wanted to ask number 3 a question, which I thought would settle it. But
If we have time, we will. But let's go on to Kitty Carlisle.
I voted for number 2 because he said, well, of course it's soundproof. That's the whole purpose of it. And he knew about the his and her business in that catalog.
Well, everybody is zeroed in for a very good reason. The votes are in. Will the real William Pilgrim please stand up?
Uh-huh.
Good shot, gentlemen. Panel, immediately after the show, each of you back to your think tank. We have just lost $500 happily to our contestants. Let's find out who the imposters were. Number 2, sir, what is your real name and what do you do?
My name is Robert Byrne. I am the chess columnist for the New York Times.
And number 3, sir?
My name is Ted Viets. I'm from Cleveland, and I'm a monetary economist.
Good enough. Mr. Pilgrim, we have only time to say thank you, and gentlemen also, for being with us here on To Tell the Truth. Take care. I barely have time to say goodbye, and I just said it.
This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
You can win this beautiful car on the turn of a single card on Card Shark. And if you play your cards right, you can win $32,000. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubank.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Card Sharks. Hey, when we left off last time, we just crowned a new champion. He's a nice man, and I want you to meet him right now. So let's get him in here. Come on, Dave. This is our new champion on Card Sharks. Hello, Dave.
Hi.
You happy?
Happy, yes.
Happy. The man from Virginia is going to try to win some money. What part of Virginia now?
I'm from Galax, Virginia.
Where's Galax?
Well, it's in southwest Virginia. I'm a minister there, and I have 2 grandchildren.
No.
Yes.
How old are you?
Old enough.
Yeah. Me too, darn it. Want to compare pictures? No, we won't do that right now. Listen, let me tell you what's about to happen to you, because now we're going to give you a chance to win a whole lot of money, and let's get our 2 lovely dealers in here right now. They are Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams, our dealers on Card Sharks. Now, Dave, in addition to all the money you can win, we've got a new car to give away, too. And what we've done is we've added a couple of jokers to the deck over there, the deck that you cut earlier. Every time a joker pops up, it gives you another opportunity of winning that new car. I want you to keep in mind you can change 1 card per line. That's very important to you. And because you won the 2 games and you're our champ, well, Lacey's got 1 joker for you, so you know at least have 1 chance of winning that car. Get him, guy. We're going to give you some $200 to bet with. Can we do that, please? All right. Here we go, Dave. We're on our way now, David. First card happens to be a 9. You can play or change it, Dave.
$50 lower.
Gonna keep the 9 then.
Keep the
okay,
9.
$50 lower than the 9. No, it's all right. $150. Player change to 10.
Okay, I want to change that card with number 1.
Number 1. Let's see what we got. 10 will now be a 5. You got $150.
$100 higher.
$100 higher than the 5. Oh! Back to 50. That's all right.
All of it higher.
Yeah, we're gonna go higher and win some money now. There we go. Lousy cards. Got 100 up here. I'll give you another 4. You got $500. Now, what are you going to do with this 10?
I'm going to keep the 10 and go $100 lower.
$100 lower than the 10. There we go. $600.
All of it higher.
Yeah, step up and meet him. Here we go. All of it higher than the 3. Push. No win, no loss. You're all right. Still got 600.
Same bet, higher.
All of it. Going all of it higher than the 3. Yeah. Now, my friend, you got a chance to make some money.
All of it lower.
Yeah, it's going to be worth $2,400 for you. Is it lower? It certainly is. There you go. Thank you. Wow, nice arm. Good work. You did good. You got now a total of $2,600 in cash. And we're not done yet. Lacey, thank you, Lacey. Lacey's got a joker for you. I want you to take a look over here for me, Dave, because we have 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word car. If you find it, well, Gene's going to tell you about the car you can win. Gene?
The Buick Skyhawk Coupe, the sports car with room and comfort equipped with standard features, plus pinstripes and California emission. Good luck, David.
All right, Dave, that's the car you can win. All you have to do is go find the car. Okay. Know where you're going?
You know where I'm going.
All right, go put it over there. Must have 2 grandchildren, is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you picked 2, right? Come over here. Heck, I'd have to pick 14. Only kidding. If the word car is behind number 2, then you are the big winner of that new car. We're rooting for you, guys. Is it there? Yeah! Well, our minister from Virginia now has won $12,015 in cash and prizes, and we'll be back in just a moment to meet a new challenger, play more Card Shark right after this. Way to go, man.
I said if I made it, I was going to be.
Welcome back to Card Shark. All right, champ. That's wonderful. Did you really pick 2 because you have 2 grandchildren?
Yes.
All right. Well, it worked. Boy, look what would happen if you'd had 3. You wouldn't want a car.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's not think about those bad things. All right, let's bring in a new challenger. Come on, Christina. Join us on Card Shark. How are you, sweetie?
Hi, Bob. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing just fine. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Christina Carter. I'm originally from Ohio. I now live in Riverside, California. I work for a utility company. I'm 32, and I am single.
Does that mean you're looking?
Always.
You're always looking?
Always.
Well, let me see what we can find for you. I don't know. We got a guy on our show named Sid. I don't know if he's available. Well, he's too old for you. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's start it off right now. If you win 2 games, you are a champ. That's all you have to remember. And Dave, the first question goes to you. And this question involves 10 women who are married to men 10 years younger than themselves. They'll be with us all week. And there they are. These are 10 women who are married to men 10 years younger than themselves. And so here's your first question, Dave. Before the show, we ask our 10 women, are you at least 20 years older than your husband? We know they're all 10 years older, but are you at least 20 years older? How many of these 10 women are at least 20 years older than their husband, Dave?
Well, Bob, I don't know for sure, but I do know that my wife is a little bit older than I am, but 20 years is a lot of span of difference, so I think that's going to be a low number. I'm going to say 2.
2 of them, you might. Okay, Christina, will it be higher or lower than 2, huh?
I think he's pretty right on. I'm going to go for 3.
So you're going to say, what, higher or lower?
Higher, I'm sorry.
Higher, that's okay. I figured out that 3 is higher than 2, but I wanted her to say it. I mean, I just didn't parachute in. The actual number of these women who are at least 20 years older than their husband is 1. No, it wasn't higher, it was a little bit lower. Only 1. Which one of you ladies married a guy 20 years your junior? Raise your hand if you would, please. Margaret, you devil, you. All right, Margaret. And Margaret, let's see, you were 30 years old when you married this guy?
I was 30?
No, I'm just teasing you, Margaret.
No.
How old are you, Margaret?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 63.
63?
Yes.
And
My husband is 22.
Your husband's 22? Way to go, Margaret! Now, how many times have you been married, Margaret?
4.
4 times?
Yes. Yes.
Is this the first time you married a younger guy?
No, they've all been younger.
They've all been younger? Oh! Well, how about that? Thank you, ladies. It's going to be fun having you with us. Okay. Who has all this control? Dave does. Dave. Here's your card, Dave. It's a 7. You want to change that?
Change that card,
Well,
yes.
heck yes. The 7 will now become a 9.
Lower, Bob.
Lower than the 9, is it? Oh, yes, it is.
Higher, Bob.
Higher than a 6. Got a 9 for you.
Freeze.
Freeze. Yeah, we'll freeze right there. That keeps Christina away from the cards. We'll see if your strategy works because I now have a question for Christina. Christina, we surveyed 100 16-year-old girls. We asked them, would you rather sit home alone on a Saturday night than be seen out with your parents? How many 16-year-old girls did rather just sit home alone?
Oh, when I was 16, I would rather sit home alone. It was kind of embarrassing to go out with Mom and Dad. You see your friends somewhere, and they'd be out having a good time, and here you are trying to hide away, and I think they're kind of embarrassed to be with their parents at that age. They'd rather be out having fun with kids their age. So I'm going to say that's a high number.
I was embarrassed to be seen with my parents. My parents always went to burlesque houses, you see. And, wait till my mother sees that. Oh, she'll die. I mean, she'll die. Okay, so how many do you say would rather sit home alone?
I think a lot of them will. I'll say 57.
57 out of 100 would rather sit home alone. What do you think, David?
Well, Bob, I have a teenage daughter, and I know that she had much rather stay home than to be seen out with us, especially on a weekend night. So I'm going to say that number's even higher.
Yeah, but she'll try to borrow that new car. You wait and see.
Oh, yes.
Actual number of 16-year-old girls who'd rather sit home alone on Saturday night than be seen with their parents is 24 of them. No, it wasn't higher, it was lower. All right, Christina, you got to play the cards now, and there's your card. You want to change that?
I'm going to change that, Bob.
Yeah, okay. The 9 will now become a 5.
We're going to go higher.
Higher than the 5? Let's see. Yeah.
Higher, Bob. Higher. We're going higher.
Didn't know what she's going to do. Is it higher than the 9? Yeah. Lower than a king. 5.
Higher, higher. Be there, be there, be there.
Be there, be there. If it is there, you win the game. You do. Whoa. Well, there's $100 for you. Most importantly, the first game. That means if you win the next game, you're the champ. Dave's going to try to keep that from happening, and we'll set up for game number 2. Be right back for that right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Well, shall we start game number 2? Dave, pressure's on you now. See?
No problem.
No problem. Okay, first question goes to you. It's an educated guess question. You ready for this? Play along with us at home. You'll have a good time with this one. Tell me. This one's going to make you a little bit ill, too, folks. How much does it cost taxpayers to provide Secret Service protection for a presidential candidate for 1 day? How much does it cost taxpayers?
Well, Bob, I read an article on that not too long ago, and I think it's about $75,000 a day.
$75,000 a day. Christina, higher or lower than that?
I think it's going to be a high number, but $75,000 is a lot of money. I think it's got to be lower than that.
Think it might be lower?
Yeah.
Man, how many are running for the Democratic side? 8? And how many in the Republican side? 5 or 6? This is going to make you real sick, folks.
You're not making me feel good, Bob.
Oh, don't worry about a thing, folks. The actual cost for the Secret Service to protect a presidential candidate for 1 day is $15,000. Yes. But still, that's a lot of money. And it was lower. Christina, you're right. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? There's a card. 7.
I don't like that 7. I want to get rid of it. Change it.
Well, you've come to the right place. We can change it.
Good.
7 now becomes a queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen. How about a 6? Gonna go higher than the 6. Is it? Certainly is.
Freeze!
She's gonna freeze right there. Okay. Made David mad when you froze there. Next question. Christina, surveyed 100 ministers. Oh. Step up, Reverend. We surveyed 100 ministers and we asked them, when people find out what you do for a living, do they start treating you differently? How many ministers said that when people find out what they do for a living, they treat them differently?
Yes, I think a lot of people do. I remember having a conversation with a gentleman at one time, and I didn't know he was a minister, and we were telling jokes. And by the punchline, I could tell his face was getting kind of light and pale. And
yeah.
Well, I found out he was a minister, and I never told him the punchline.
He probably knew the joke anyway. So how many do you think?
I think it's going to be high. Let's go with 62.
62 out of 100 say they treat the man differently when they find out he's a minister. Well, let's check with the minister. David?
Well, Bob, Personally speaking, I think sometimes they do treat you a little bit different.
Did you hear the one about... Oh, no, never mind.
But I think that's going to be just a little bit lower.
Might be lower?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Actual number of ministers who said that when people find out what they do for a living, they treat them differently is 93. David, I thought you'd get that one right.
I did too.
93. Christina.
I'm going to get rid of that 9.
Okay, Lacey's got a new one for you. The 9 becomes a 4.
Higher, Mom, higher.
Higher than the 4? No. Tough luck, he says, yeah. Bless you, my child. Tough luck. Now, let's get to the cards, quick. All right, David, free chance. There's a 4. Higher than 4. Nope. Tell him, Christina.
Tough luck.
Tough luck, right. Next question. Let's ask a question that David knows something about. Dave, 79-year-old Betty Davis recently appeared on a TV talk show wearing a short skirt. So we surveyed 100 men, and we asked them, if an older woman has good legs, is it okay for her to wear a revealing skirt? How many men said it's okay?
Well, I think most men, Bob, like to look at a pretty pair of legs. And
Does
so,
that include you?
Yes.
Oh, right.
So I think that's going to be a relatively middle number. I'm going to say about 53.
50. You may have a new car, but your congregation is going to be gone when you get home. You know that. 53 out of 100. Christina, higher or lower than that?
I think men love to look at a good pair of legs, regardless of how old the woman is. And if she's older, they might even appreciate them better. So I'm going to say it's higher.
Might be higher. The actual number of men who said it's okay for an older woman to wear a revealing skirt is 81 of them. Yes, it was higher. All right, now, Christina.
Let's go for it, Bob, and go higher.
Higher than the 4. Tell her, Dave.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Dave, free chance.
Higher.
Higher than the 4, yeah.
Lower, Mom.
Lower. Oh.
Tough luck, Dave.
Tough luck. We're going to pause for these words. We'll be back with sudden death. Don't go away. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome back to Card Sharks. We're going to play sudden death now to find out who's going to win this game. If it's Christina, she's our new champ. If it's Dave, we'll play tiebreaker game. So remember, control is what you're looking for. Someone must win the game on the next play of the cards. And Christina, this is your question. This question involves 10 women who are married to men at least 10 years younger than themselves. And there they are. Now, Christina, before the show, we asked these 10 women, when you met your husband, were you actively looking for a younger man? How many of these 10 women were actively looking for a younger man?
I think they were actively looking. I think you either know whether or not you're attracted to younger men or older men.
Are you looking for a younger man?
Definitely.
I'm sorry, Sydney.
Always have been.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 4.
4 out of the 10 were actively looking for a younger man. David, what do you think?
I think that's going to be higher, Bob, because I agree that when you know what you're looking for.
Is that right?
Yes.
Did you know what you were looking for when you found your wife?
Yes.
And you got her?
Right.
Way to go, big guy. Actual number of these 10 women who are actively looking for a younger man is 1. Only 1.
Margaret.
Yeah. I wonder which one it was. Oh, it's you, Darlene. Oh, I'll be darned. You just went out looking for a young guy.
Oh, I most certainly did.
Why?
I was widowed very young, and I had dated older men, and they were so serious, and they talked about the money they made, and they talked about their success, and I got so tired of it.
Sure.
That when a girlfriend called me and said, let's go to a singles bar, I said, great, I'll meet somebody younger.
What do young guys talk about?
That's what I did.
What do young guys talk about?
Younger men are a lot more fun. They're not talking about such serious things as business and all of those things that I didn't want to hear.
What do they talk about?
Well, they talk about...
Thank you, ladies. Nice to have you with us, okay? We're playing sudden death. Who's got all this control? Christina? Christina, you got a couple choices here. You can play it out. If you goof, he wins the game, or pass it on to David. He must play off to 4. If he goofs, you win the game and the match.
It's all yours, David.
Thank you.
Here we go, Dave. All up to you, pal.
Higher.
Higher it is.
Higher.
Higher to 5. No! We've got a new champ. It's Christina.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Well, Dave, you leave us but with $12,015 cash and prizes, including that brand new car. You're a nice man. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Bob.
We'll see you again. Bye-bye. Christina, right over here, my dear. All right, this is our new champ. In just a moment, we're going to give her a chance to win a lot of money and a new car. We'll see if she can do it right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks, our champion, Christina. Now, Christina, the ladies have the cards dealt out. There's a couple of jokers over there. When they pop up, that gives you a chance of winning that new car. Lacey's got one joker for you, so you know at least have one opportunity. Remember, you can change one card per line. So let's give her $200, and let's see what happens. Here we go. All right, Christina. First card happens to be a 10. You can play or change.
I'm going to play, and I'm going to go $50 lower.
$50, lower than the 10. Is it lower? It certainly is. $250.
Change that one with number 3.
Number 3. See what the 8 becomes. Susanna's got a new one for you. The 8 is now a 5. And you got $250.
I'm going $200 higher.
$200 higher than the 5. No. Whoa.
It's okay. It's okay. We're
Here we
going
go.
all of it higher.
Time to build again. Higher than the deuce is a 7. You got 100. Up here, I'll give you 4. You got $500
I'm
now.
going to change that card with number 1.
Number 1. All right. 7 will be a 5.
Okay, I'm going $450 higher.
Woo, 450 higher than the 5. Here we go. Yeah. 950.
And I'm going $900 lower.
$900 lower than the queen. Push, no win, no loss. Scared you to death.
Again, $900 lower.
$900 lower than the queen. You got it again. $1,850. I assume you want to change the 10.
I'm going to change it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Why not? 10 becomes a 6. And now, you've got $1,850. You got to bet at least $925.
We're going $1,500 higher.
We are?
Come on.
Don't include me in this because I get real nervous. Okay, $1,500. Higher than the 6. Be there for the lady. Yeah! There it is. Now you've got $3,350 in cash, and we're going to give you a chance of winning a new car right now. Lacey's got a joker for you. Take a look over here now. As you probably know, 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word car. Okay, Christina, go get it. Number 6, the lady said. We've already given away one car today. We'd love to give another one away. Let's see if the word car is behind number 6. If it is there, you win the car. Behind number 6 is the word... No. But let me tell you how close you were. It was behind number 7. No car, but that's okay. You're our champ, and that means that when we meet next time, we'll meet a new challenger. And our champion has won $3,550 for Susanna Williams, Lacey Pemberton, Gene Wood, and the gang. I'm Bob Eubanks, saying we'll see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye, everybody.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Pond's Cold Cream Deep Cleans, lifting away dirt and makeup that soap leaves behind. Pond's Deep Cleans better than soap. Genuine Vaseline Petroleum Jelly heals, soothes, and protects rough, dry skin. Why trust your skin to anything less? It's no surprise Spencer's has always manufactured American-made quality infants and children's basics, sleepwear, and sportswear. A generous supply of Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's tender and juicy, bite after bite. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right. Eureka's Quick Up Break 4 between cleaning cleanups, lightweight, rechargeable, cordless, and in-betweening vacuum Eureka. Sun-made fruit bits, a delicious snack of the natural goodness of real fruit. Enjoy a tempting fruit snack from Sun-made. And the member of our studio audience will receive Magnavox Video Escort, a compact, fully automatic camcorder with a high-speed shutter to capture fast action and play it back instantly from Magnavox. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson television production.
Champion Stacey Ivers has won cash and prizes totaling $11,189. This week, players will win a stereo system, this luxurious spa, a pearl necklace, and a trip to Mexico, and continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including a Volkswagen Jetta and $50,000 in cash. In total, over $100,000 on sale. of the century. And now, here's the star of the show, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Happy to have you with us. And we're happy to have you with us for Sale of the Century. We've got a very bright champion, done very well, hit $6,000 and a trip to Mexico in the last show. Let's welcome her back. Stacey Ivers. Hello, Stacey.
Hi, Jim.
Good to see you again, and congratulations on that very good day on the last show.
Thank you.
We talked of several things with you, including the fact that your mother was on the old version of Sale of the Century, but we didn't talk about what you do for a living. Do you work besides having the children at home?
Yes, I do. I'm a unit publicist in the film industry. I work on location with feature films when they're being produced, doing all of the public relations and bringing the media onto the set to see how the films are made.
Well, that sounds like a very interesting job.
Oh, it is.
Good to have you back, and win today. You'll play the winner's big money game for $7,000. So good luck again.
Thanks.
Here to introduce the challengers, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there, Summer.
Hello.
Sounds like a very interesting job Stacey has. Very bright lady.
Yes, definitely. This contestant is a VIP originally from Montreal, Canada. Please welcome Russ Todd.
Hello, Russ.
And she got more than she bargained for. From Los Angeles, California, say hi to Pat Kindred.
Hello, Pat. And we'll see you later with some bargains. Summer, thank you. Get acquainted here. Pat, you got more than you bargained for.
Yes, Jim. I went to pick my son up at school one day, and they had 6 other boys waiting for me, and I had to prove they were not my kids.
They wanted to palm them all off on you,
They
huh?
wanted to go with me. Nice kids.
Thanks for an interesting day, Pat. And Russ, well, it's very nice to hear a VIP, but why would Summer call you a VIP?
Well, Jim, actually, I'm a VP of our local Lions Club, and every year we raise thousands of dollars to give to needy people and organizations in our community.
Well, that's very nice. That's good work, Russ. Nice to have you here as well, sir. And the players, we talk about the money. There's also a great prize for winning the match, and a very luxurious spa worth $4,500 goes to the winner of today's match. So now let's get to business. Pat, Russ, Stacey, we'll start you all off at $20, and we'll start you off with this. In what 1987 film did Diane Keaton play a career woman who suddenly inherits a... Stacey.
Baby Boom.
Suddenly inherits a little girl, just like Pat with 6 boys there. Baby Boom it is. You're right. You've got 5 for the correct answer. What 6-letter word describes both a part of your nose in a popular card game? Pat.
Bridge.
That's what they've got in common. Pat, you've got your first 5. What color is most closely associated with the gemstones emerald and jade? Stacey.
Green.
Green is what they've got in common. Stacey back into the lead. When you're a little nervous, you're said to have what fluttering insects? Stacey.
Butterflies in your stomach.
That's right. In the stomach, as I was going to give you. Butterflies is what I wanted to hear. You're at 35. What word that begins with an H describes the family of spices, which include basil, bay leaves, and sage? Stacey.
Herbs.
Herbs. Either one now. How you pronounce it, you've got another 5. I'm never sure, as a matter of fact, Stacey. Time for an instant bargain. That I'm sure of. The player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. Stacey, $15 lead already. You can easily afford this.
Stacey, take a bite out of this instant bargain. For Homer Office, Miss Grace Lemon Cake Company. Sumptuous gift basket consisting of their famous lemon cake, hand-baked cookies, and delightful miniature muffins. Furnished by Miss Grace Lemon Cake Company. And what better way to serve your dessert than on crystal? A Princess House gift certificate for beautiful hand-blown and lead crystal. Elegant tableware and decorative accessories. Furnished by Princess House. It's normally priced at $830, but today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $6.
Wow. Crystal, dinnerware, desserts. That's lovely, Stacey. Crystal dinnerware for you and desserts for the kids. That would be terrific. $830 bargain. That's a big one for 6. If you bought it for 6, you would still have a $9 lead. I'll throw in $100 in cash to go with it, Stacey. $930 bargain for $6, and she will buy. Enjoy the crystal, enjoy the desserts. $100 in cash, $930 bargain for 6. We'll knock it off. Still in the lead, but the lead is cutting out to $9 over Pat. This sexy young actor is back on the screen, serving up drinks. Stacey?
Tom Cruise in Cocktail.
Yeah. Did you work on that film?
No, I didn't.
No. You got another 5.
I did.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, it's easy when you're working on a hit, right? You're up to 39. What Midwest state are you planning to visit if you're getting tourist information from 1-800-BUCKEYE? Russ.
Ohio.
Yeah, that's the number you dial. 1-800-BUCKEYE for Ohio, and you go to 25. In his new bestseller, James Michener traces the development of our 49th state. Pat?
Hawaii.
No. No, his newest 49th, name it, you name the... No, he did one called Hawaii, but his new one, Alaska, was the 49th state. You lose 5, Pat. Sorry about that. But you can make it up right now because there's a signal. It's time for the fame game. We're playing for control of the board, $10 money card on the board, and we look for a famous person. Before I landed in show business, I sold socks, drove a truck, and worked in a morgue. I was born in the little town of Lightning Ridge in 1939. At age 33, I entered a talent contest in which I portrayed a knife-throwing tap dancer from the outback. I made a series of commercials for the Australian government. Stacey.
Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan is right. Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, you've got control. $10 money card where, son?
Piano number 1.
Lights are flashing. We lock into your buzzer, and you could add to your lead. Stacey, good luck.
Come on, $10 money card now.
No, lands on number 9 of the champion gets.
It's binoculars.
Oh.
Cosmodrome Compact Binoculars. One of the first names in sports optics. Waterproof, fog-proof, and center focus. Enables you to get closer to the action. Furnished by Bushnell.
Very nice. I think the family would enjoy those. $373 worth. Talking about Paul Hogan is fascinating. I know a lot of you have seen those commercials for Paul Hogan saying about come and visit us in Australia, but you might not know that the same commercials are shown in Australia, and then Paul Hogan, there's a tag, he comes on and says, that's what the Americans are seeing, so make sure they're comfortable when they arrive. Nice thought. We'll be right back. Before we get back to the match, we want to take a moment to congratulate station WGEM-TV in Quincy, Illinois, celebrating 35 years with NBC today. Congratulations. I'm happy to have you with us. Back here to the match. Stacey at 39, Russ at 25, Pat at 20. Here's a question for 5. You literally have to apologize to say the name of this traditional wraparound dress worn by Hindu women. Russ?
Sarong.
No. No. If you think about that, we tried to help you with the apologize. Sorry. That's what it's called, a sorry. You would be apologizing. We were trying to help you. It didn't help. Cost you 5, Russ. For some 60s nostalgia, you might attend one of the concerts by the folk trio of Peter, Paul, Russ?
And Mary.
You got it. You're back to 25. Yes, indeed. Peter, Paul, and Mary. What Greek storyteller gave us the advice, don't count your chickens before they've hatched, in one of his famous fables? Pat?
Aesop.
Yeah, and the milkmaid in her pail, one of my all-time favorites. You're right, Pat. You go to 25. 26 years after her death, Americans have chosen as their favorite first lady this beloved wife of FDR, Stacey.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
She was voted the favorite first lady, and Stacey over the $40 mark. And again, with an ancient bargain, the champion has the opportunity to buy. Stacey, this is very lovely. Look at this.
Stacey, enjoy reflections of beauty with this bronze hand mirror created by the well-known artist Erte and entitled Les Jeunes Filles. This luxurious piece features a beveled mirror and is signed and numbered by the artist from Steve Stein Gallery. It's normally priced at $1,900, but today on Sale of the Century features for only $11.
Now that is incredible. Isn't that beautiful? I was looking at this before. That is wonderful. It is signed by Erte. Beautiful artwork. A mirror, a most unusual artistic piece worth $1,900. Limited edition, cost $11. If you bought it, you would still have the lead. I think this is lovely, but I'll still round it off to a $2,000 bargain by giving you $100 in cash to go with it for just $11. Do you want the Erte mirror? Going once? Going twice? No, sir. Oh, wow. I think Miss Bartholomew will be talking about that one, I have a feeling. And we're back with this. Give me the last name of brothers Nelson, Lamar, and William. Stacey?
Hunt.
Who were recently found guilty of attempting to corner the world's silver market. You are right. Hunt brothers it is, and Stacey to 49. It's only appropriate that the Country Music Hall of Fame is located, Russ?
In Nashville.
In the Tennessee city nicknamed Music City, USA. Nashville it is. Russ to 30, yes. What do we call the tube-like optical instrument that allows a submarine captain to see, Stacey?
A periscope.
That's what it is, and Stacey over the $50 mark. What kind of reference book do we associate with American educator Noah Webster? Russ?
Dictionary.
Dictionary is right. Russ making a strong move to 35, yes. Talking about dictionaries, Henry Beard has a new dictionary called A Dictionary of Silly Words About Growing Up. And one definition is a definition of a vacation. And he says that is a trip to a place where no one can remember when it rained so much. We'll be right back.
Some of today's Sale of the Century participants will receive Just Point and Shoot with Vivitar's PS-135 camera. Autofocus, auto exposure, automatic film loading. Beautiful 35mm photographs. Furnished by Vivitar. And now, back to Sale of the Century.
Thank you, Don. Back to the match where champion Stacey Ivers looking for her third win. She's got the lead, but I think Pat and Russ are getting comfortable. They're jumping in there pretty quick right now. Maybe they'll jump in with a fame game, another money card going up on the board. This time we're looking for a famous person. In 1981, I signed a contract that guaranteed me $1 million a year for 25 years. At that time, it was the richest and longest running deal in the history of sports. Pat.
Magic Johnson?
Magic Johnson is right, yes. Sounds like you are a fellow Laker fan there, Pat. $15 money card where, son?
Fan number 2.
Well, as we lock in, let's see if you can take advantage of it now. Pat, good luck.
Okay, 15 money card now.
Lands on number 5, and she gets...
It's a mattress. Kingsdown Crown on the label means handcrafted quality for your good health. The ultimate sleep set with coil-on-coil support helps provide perfect combination of firmness and comfort. Furnished by Kingsdown.
Now, that's a very fancy. That is the box spring the mattress. You know, that is a $2,000 prize there, Pat. You will enjoy that one. That's a big one. Formed by the victorious nations of World War II, the supreme goal of this World Peace Organization is to, Pat?
NATO?
No, is to end war. What organization? That is the United Nations, and you lose 5. Capturing 9 awards, the big winner at the 1988 Oscars ceremony was this epic film about China. Stacey.
The Last Emperor.
Last Emperor is right. Stacey to 59. The Cardinal of the Kremlin is the new #1 bestseller. Stacey.
By Tom Clancy.
Nicely done, and the champion of the yes, over the $60 mark. Stacey, you've got the lead with the instant cash. Now, I believe you've had the lead a couple of times. You've been a little wary, but of course it builds up. 2 of these boxes have $100 bills. One today is worth $3,000. Cost you the amount of your lead if you wanted to go for it. You are at 64. Russ is at 35. Do you want to risk that lead for a shot at $3,000? Going once, going twice. No, sir. No, doesn't want it. And the 3,000 was, she always has a guess, so I'll watch her face to see. Number 2.
That's what I would have guessed.
That's the one. Oh, that was the time you should have gone for it. But she's got the lead. She could get a lot more if she holds on. We'll be back to finish things up right after this. Stacey Ivers trying for her third win. One of the lead. She's got it. She's at 64. Russ at 35. Pat at 20. Let's get back with this. According to the Bible, his 3 friends were cast into a furnace. He was thrown into a lion's den. Pat.
Daniel.
Daniel in the lion's den. Pat to 25. What 2-word name is given to the U.S. region composed of 6 hilly northeastern states, Stacey?
New England.
Including Maine and Vermont. It is indeed New England, and Stacey to 69. In early U.S. history, he was the best loved and most hated president, with nicknames ranging from King Andrew to Old Hickory. Russ.
Andy Jackson.
Andy Jackson. Yeah, his power made people either love him or hate him, and Russ goes to 40. Well, a third and final fame game, and all 3 money cards up there on the board as we look for a famous place. I am an American city, founded in 1718 and once known as the Paris of the South. The flags of France, Spain, the Confederacy, Pat?
New Orleans.
And the United States have flown over me. New Orleans it is, and Pat's got control of the board, yes. $25 money card where, son?
Fan number 3.
And we lock into your buzzer there, Pat, so good luck.
Okay, $25 money card now.
No, lands on number 8. I hope it's something good.
It's chocolate. Perron presents their truffles and other hand-dipped pure fresh chocolates for an exquisite dessert, a wonderful gift. These delectable chocolates are elegantly packaged, furnished by Perron Chocolatier.
That's $250 worth, Pat. I mean, that will be, you'll be the definitive yuppie. You could lay there in your new bed eating bonbons. It's terrific. Now then, we've got that wonderful spa and a crack at the winner's big money game on the line as we finish up the match with the speed round. May I have 60 seconds on the clock? It is Stacey at 69, Russ at 40, Pat at 25. Good luck. We start the speed round now. What type of jewelry are you wearing? If you have on a Rolex or Timex? Russ.
Watch.
Right. William Hurt played a teacher of the deaf in the movie, Stacey?
Children of a Lesser God.
Yes. What Middle Eastern pocket bread is used in making falafel? Russ?
Pita.
Right. In what southern state can you drive from Waco to Lubbock? Russ?
Texas.
Right. What part of the body does an ophthalmologist specialize? Stacey?
Eyes.
Right. In what sport would you use a bow sight and a quiver? Russ?
Archery.
Yes. What superstar singer has ex-wives named Ava and Mia? Stacey?
Frank Sinatra.
Right. Which U.S. president was the subject of the 1964 Warren Report? Russ?
Kennedy.
Right. To visit the U.S. Naval Academy, you have to go to what capital city, Russ?
Annapolis.
Yes. What lightweight porous bark is used to make bottle stoppers?
Cork.
Stacey, yes. One of John le Carré's most famous books is called The Little Drummer. Stacey?
Girl.
Right. In what European nation would you find the Alps' highest peak? Russ?
Switzerland.
Wrong. What type of picture is made by inlaying bits of colored glass or tile? Stacey?
A mosaic.
Right. For eating, the first time is up. Stacey will have a big win. Congratulations. Back to the champion in just a moment. The one that was missed in the European nation where you find the Alps' highest peak, surprisingly, it is not in Switzerland. Mont Blanc is in France. And we have to say goodbye to Pat and Russ. Well, Pat, you've had a good day. You've got that betting and the chocolates, and with the cash in front of you, not bad. $2,275. Thank you for joining us, Pat.
Thank you.
Russ, didn't pick up anything along the way. We do have some nice parting gifts and the cash in front of you. Keep up the good charitable work. That's always a nice thing to hear, helping your fellow man.
Thanks,
We
Jim. I
appreciate
had
it.
a great time. Terrific.
But Stacey Ivers is the champion once again, and as I mentioned, she and the family are going to enjoy this. Stacey, you really will enjoy this beautiful spa that Don will tell you about.
Slip into luxury, Stacey. You may relax in a custom-made Pacific Marquis spa. Experience the luxurious sensation of soothing hydromassage. The Niagara, furnished by Pacific Marquis. This prize is worth $4,548.
I think the family will have a lot of fun with that.
I'm going to be a real hero to them.
I think so. And now Stacey tries for some cash with the winner's big money game. Come on, Stacey. Well, a good win. Won that one by, I think it was $29. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Stacey, here we go. Now, you missed it once. You hit it on the last show. This time, you're playing the winner's big money game for $7,000.
Oh, that's a pretty sizable sum.
Then let's do it. Red, yellow, or blue. Which one would you like to play?
Oh, blue was lucky. I'll take blue again.
Yeah, let's make it lucky again. 4 puzzles in 20 seconds will get you $7,000. Clock starts when the first word of each puzzle is revealed. It stops when you hit that plunger to give me an answer. You did it beautifully the last time. Let's see you do it one more time, all right? 20 seconds on the clock, Stacey. We're all with you now. And the first puzzle starts now. Actor, Elizabeth Taylor, Mary. Yes?
Richard Burton.
2 times. Got to be Richard Burton. Right you are. And you're right on the money. 15 seconds with your first correct answer. Keep up the good work as we look at the next puzzle. Now, 3-leafed plant. Yes?
Shamrock.
Ireland's national symbol. You are right. Oh, yeah. What prompted you to say shamrock?
Oh, I don't know, luck, I guess.
I think it's knowledge. Good instincts on that one, and a beautiful job. You're at the halfway mark, and now you're a little bit ahead. Good job. Let's see how you do with this puzzle. Now, sports stars include Lendl. Yes?
Tennis.
McEnroe and Connors. Tennis it is. Good job. Third correct answer. 7 seconds left. 7 seconds. You've got good time if you know the answer for $7,000 with the next puzzle now. Storybook girl discovered Granny. Yes?
Little Red Riding Hood.
That's right. What's the wolf? Wow. Great job. You needed that shamrock early on with that one. $7,000 for Stacey Ivers. A sensational job, and I thought that was a tough, big money game. She solved it beautifully. We're happy for her, and we'll be right back. Way to go.
Excited. Thank you.
Oh, you needed that shamrock with that one.
The wolf was at the door.
Yeah, the wolf was indeed at the door.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
I could have We're talking about the trials and tribulations of Stacy at the workplace is difficult with your work as a unipublicist, and then also a 3-month-old. How old is it? How old are the 3 children?
Well, one is 10 and a half, one is 8, and then I have a 3-month-old baby at home, a little girl.
And right now on this show, in just 3 shows, she's got $24,040. Oh. And she'll try to defend the title next time on Salem to Century. Bye for now.
Due to a production problem, a speed round question was replaced. Sale of the Century stars Jim Perry. This is Don Morrow speaking. Sale of the Century is a Reg Grundy production.
Stop at a car! You did it, Gene! Stop at 4,000 dollars. Stop! Stop! Oh! Whammy! James gets to get a whammy. $5,000.
Today, these 3 players are after high stakes, but they'll have to avoid the whammy as they play the most exciting game of their lives. From Television City in Hollywood, it's time to press your luck. And now, here's your host, the star of Press Your Luck, Peter DeMartin. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, everybody, thank you. I am Rod, and everybody's here. This is a wonderful day because we're going to be giving away more money today. And, of course, we're going to avoid the whammy as much as possible. And let's talk to the 3 players who are going to be avoiding that whammy and looking for the big bucks, starting with our first player, Tom Olinger.
You got it.
How are you, Tom?
Fine.
Good. Tom.
Yes.
When were you born?
Halloween.
You're a kinky guy, Tom.
Yeah, I bet you better believe I am.
Now, you are a ham,
Sometimes.
Tom?
Yes. Depending on what part of the pig the ham comes from. I got you.
Well, it's a daytime show, Tom.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Now, are you here to make some money?
You better believe I am. As much as I can. And then some.
And then some. All right, Tom. Best of luck to you. And our champ, Karen Knutson. How are you, champ?
I'm fine. Real excited.
You're doing...
My sign language.
Oh, you do sign. So you can help the people who are watching the show.
Yeah, my deaf friends out there in South Dakota, I love you, and I'm going to win some money for you.
All right. You already have $15,450?
Yeah, and some of that goes to my little son, AJ.
I see. Hi, AJ.
Adam
Great.
James, 10 months.
Yes, indeed. All right, Karen, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And we have Suzanne Cullenberg.
Hi, dear.
Hi, Suzanne. Where are you from?
I'm from Chandler, Arizona.
I see. And you used to do something with a living with your father. What is that?
I was a professional clown as a child.
I see. Did you give it up?
Yes.
I see. I'm a clown as an adult.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
I'm a clown to my 11-month-old daughter.
I gotcha. And you're here to make some money.
You bet.
Well, let's dispense with the formalities and get right to it. I have questions, you give me answers, you get spins. That's simple. Are you ready? Ready. Here's a Press Your Luck makeup hint. According to Ladies' Home Journal, a lady's eyeshadow should pick up the colors of her what? Tom?
Her eyes.
Is the correct answer her eyes, her hair, or her clothes? Karen?
Her eyes.
Her eyes. What do you think, Suzanne?
Her clothes.
The eyeshadow should pick up the colors of Milady's clothes. That's right. Yeah, Suzanne got a spin. Look, who would have thunk it? You know, I figured it was eyes too, but that's why I'm up here and not making the money you guys are. Here we go. According to a USA Today poll, What fraction of Americans insist that the Soviets' boycott of the Karen?
Half.
Of the Olympics won't diminish their interest in this summer's games? Is the correct answer 1/2, 1/4, or 3/4? Tom?
1/4.
1/4. What do you think, Suzanne?
Would you repeat the question,
Sure. According to a USA Today poll, what fraction of Americans insist that the Soviets' boycott of the Olympics won't diminish their interest in this summer's games? Is it 1/4, 1/2, 3/4?
1/2.
1/2. The fraction of people who say niet to letting the Russians spoil their fun this summer is 3/4. Yeah, most of the folks don't think it's going to diminish the effect on the games. No spins. Here we go with question 3. They're an all-American treat, and no ball game is without them. Although, Karen?
Hot dogs!
Although doctors say they're dangerous for young children to eat because they may choke on them. What are they? Are they hot dogs, ice cream cones, or popcorn, Tom?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Took Tom a while, but he got to popcorn. Suzanne?
Popcorn.
The dangerous items for young children are hot dogs. Yeah. No spins for Tom. Karen goes to 3. Suzanne stays at 1. Hot dogs. Here we go with the big 4th question. She dances, she sings, she's won an Oscar for acting, and according to a recent Time magazine cover, she's getting her kicks at 50. Karen?
Juliet Prowse?
Who is this talented woman? Is it Juliet Prowse, Mary Tyler Moore, or Shirley MacLaine? Tom?
Shirley MacLaine.
What do you think, Suzanne?
Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah, the lady Shirley MacLaine. Tom gets a spin. Karen stays at 3, and Suzanne goes to 2. And that was the last question. We're going to get a chance to win those spins in the bucks. When we come back, hang in there. We'll come back. $13,000 prizes, surprises, and a few whammies, so you want to be careful. The player who wins this round with the most money gets to play last in the final round. And guess what?
What?
Well, here's the story. You can pass your remaining spin anytime during your turn if you have a fear of the whammy, and 4 whammies put you out of the game. Ooh. So don't do that. Play with a few spins goes first. Tom, hit it.
Come on, you son of a gun. Come on, 12:50. Stop.
Stop at. All right, he's got the moves. No dollars, 1 whammy, no more spins. Tom, let's go to Suzanne for 2 spins.
Okay.
Stop at $250. 1 spin left, and you have $250.
Okay, I'm going. This one's for Morgan. Here we go. Big bucks, mega, no whammies. Stop.
Stop at $1,250. $1,500, and you have first place, Suzanne. Let's see what Champ Karen can do with 3.
Okay, I feel confident here. Okay, this is for my friends in the audience. All right, baby, and stop.
Stop at $300. Second place, 2 spins left.
I'm gonna go, Peter.
Right.
Okay, good. Here it goes. This is for my husband and my baby, Randy and AJ. And stop.
Stop at 500. 800. 700 left for Suzanne. Everybody's going for first place.
I'm gonna go.
You want that first place,
I want that first place.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Oh, one more spin. Stop. One more stop. I can't even talk. Come on. And here we go. Stop.
Stop at a microwave oven. Valued at $550. You're at 13 at 50. Tom, no dollars. Suzanne, $1,500. You're at advantage in first place. We're coming back with a whole new round of questions and answers after these words of wisdom. Pay strict attention. Another time. Here we're going to go with 4 more questions. You're going to give me answers, and of course you're going to earn spins, and you're all going to make millions of dollars, right? Here we go. According to the National Safety Council, more than a third of all bicycle injuries would be prevented if riders wore what article, Suzanne?
Reflectors.
Of protective clothing. Is the correct answer reflectors, knee pads, or helmet? Tom?
Helmet.
Helmet. What do you think, Karen?
I'll go with helmet as well.
Yeah, bicycle safety would be improved by 1/3 if the riders wore helmets. Yeah. Tom gets a spin. So does Karen. The continental United States has 4 time zones. 3 of them are Eastern, Central, and Pacific. What is the 4th called, Suzanne?
Mountain.
Is the correct answer mountain, plains, or Midwest, Tom?
Mountain.
Mountain, Karen.
Mountain,
Mountaina. The 4th time zone is called mountain time. Yes. And do you know why it's called mountain time? Yes! Yes, it's in the mountains. Boy, you got to get up awful early in the morning, fool Karen, I'll tell you that. Oh, yeah. You don't get a spin for that, though. That was just a fun one. Here's another one. According to You and Your Wedding, is that a book I missed, too? Is that on the bestseller list? Yeah. It's one of Mr. Mitchell's books. He reads all these books. According to You and Your Wedding, who rides to the wedding with the groom? Karen?
Best man.
All right, is the correct answer best man, bride's father, or groom's father? Tom?
Best man.
Best man. Suzanne, what do you have to say?
Best man.
The groom is accompanied by the wedding by the best man. Yes. Tom gets a spin, goes to 3. Karen goes to 5, and Suzanne to 4. 4th question. All right, tense up. Here we go. According to the Census Bureau, how many workers out of 5 in the United States are women? Tom?
3.
Is the correct answer 3, 1, or 2? Karen?
2.
2, says Karen. Let's find out what Suzanne has to say.
2.
2. Well, out of every 5 workers in the United States, 2 are women. And that means Tom takes a 3, Karen goes to 6, and Suzanne goes to 5. That was the last question. These players are coming back to find out who takes away all the money from the big board right after this. This is it. $80,000 up there on the big board, and one prize worth more than $5,000. And however, the Whammy and Tammy are both up there frolicking around, and sometimes they jump out and grab your money, so avoid it. Let's look at dollars. Tom, no bucks. Karen, $1,350. Suzanne, $1,500. You have the advantage, and you have drawn the last place because you won round 1, so you get to sit back and relax while we go to the to Tom with no bucks and 3 spins and 1 whammy. Here we go.
Come on, big bucks. Come on, big bucks. Stop.
Stop at Maui. A trip to Maui. Valued at $1,636. 2 spins, first place, Tom.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Big bucks. 5,000 and a spin. Here I goes. Stop.
Stop at Dallas, Texas. That trip to Dallas is $1,952. 35.88. 1 spin left.
One more. 1 whammy only.
I'm going for it. I'm gonna go for it. For that 5,000 and one free spin. Stop.
Stop at $500. $4,088. You're in first place, and we're going to go to Karen, our champ, with $1,350 and 6 big spins. You sure are.
Okay, here we go. All right, this is for first best spot for Santa. Here we come. Lots of bucks here, and stop.
Stop at Portland, Oregon. Trip to Portland value, $1,300. $26.50, second place.
Okay, here we go. Come on, big box. And stop.
Stop it. Oh.
Isn't this romantic? Our first picnic. A lovely day. A beautiful girl. And...
Tammy and Whammy.
Hey, listen, Whammy, baby.
All right, here's your 4 spins left and your 1 whammy. Here we go.
More, Whammy, baby. Here we go. I'm going to press my luck. I'm going to... Stop.
Stop it. All right, Karen, you have 2 whammies whammies, 3 spins, and no dollars.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna press my luck. And I'm going to make it. And I'm going to stop.
Stop at $1,000 and a spin. Third place, 3 spins, brush your luck or pass. All right.
Gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna press my luck. And I'm going to stop.
Stop at $750. $1,750, you're back in second place, Karen. 2 spins.
Gotta get there in second place, baby. We're going to stop. And he's second. And stop.
Stop at $2,250. You're up to $4,000. $88 less than Tom. Second place. Okay, one more spin.
Big bucks, big bucks. And we're going to say stop.
Stop and pick a corner. A whammy, 1,500 and a spin, or Lake Powell.
1,500 and a spin.
You got it. That's 5,500 and the same one spin. You're in first place by almost $1,500.
Oh, decisions now. Okay. I think I'm going to. Who would I pass to?
You would pass to Tom.
I passed to Tom. I'm going to go one more spin.
All right, here we go.
Okay, here it is. For big bucks, big bucks. Here I go. And stop.
Stop at $500. $6,000. First place for now. Let's see what Suzanne can do with 5 spins and $1,500.
Yes, we can. Mega bucks, no whammies. No whammies. Stop.
Stop at $750 on a spin. $2,250. You still have 5 spins, Suzanne.
Go.
Here we
Go
go.
for it. Go for it. Big. Yes, sir. Okay. No whammies. No whammies. I need big bucks and stop.
Stop at $750 and a spin again. $3,000. You still have 5 spins, third place. Here we go.
Go. Yep. Here we go. This one's for Morgan and Jeff. No whammies. Stop.
Stop at Australia. A trip down under. $3,744. You're in first place with $6,744.
Go.
Here we go. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Here we go. No whammies. No whammies. I hate whammies. Stop.
Stop at Lake Powell. That trip to Lake Powell is valued at $1,150, Suzanne. Brings you up to $78.94, $18.94 more than Karen. 3 spins. Here we go. Stop at Move One Space to Washington, D.C., or $1,500 and a spin. $1,500 and a spin. You got it. You're up to $93.94, and you have 3 spins, Suzanne. $33.94 more than Karen. Go. Big bucks.
No whammies, please. No whammies. No whammies. Stop.
Stop at $750. You're up to $10,144 in the 5-figure range, Suzanne. 2 spins, you have $41.44 more than Karen. 2 spins. Passing them to Karen, they're yours. You got them, you want them, they're yours, here they come. One at a time, $6,000. $41.44 to go.
Big bucks, 5,000 or more. Big bucks, double my money, and I'm going to stop.
Stop it, big bucks. 5,000 and a spin. You're up to $11,000, Karen. One more spin you have to take, and here it comes. You can't. You have to take the spin pass to you, and here we go.
Okay, here I go. I can do
Since
it.
it was passed, you must take it.
Ready, here we go. And say stop.
Stop it all. Karen, you knew when to pass, except you couldn't since it was passed to you by Suzanne. You can't pass a spin that's been passed. However, here's your predicament. You have 3 whammies, no dollars, 1 spin, 1 more whammy, you're out of the game. More importantly, 1 more whammy, and Suzanne wins. You can go for it. You'll have to get something that gives you an additional spin to keep going and beat her. You can pass it to Suzanne. If she whammies, Tom will thank you forever. Because he will win the game. And never. Karen, what's your plan?
Take it. Oh, gosh.
Press your luck. Karen's gonna play it. Here we go. Looking for big bucks. Are you ready, Suzanne?
I'm ready.
Needs a spin. Karen needs a spin.
Here it comes. I'm gonna say stop.
Stop top and advance to space. $2,000 is not enough. Suzanne, you're today with $10,144. Congratulations, we're coming back to find out what you won right after this. Suzanne, I know you're dying to find out what you won, right? Rod, tell Suzanne.
Absolutely, Peter. Suzanne, you've won a Lake Powell holiday. We'll fly you and your guest round-trip coach from Los Angeles to Phoenix, Arizona. And then on to Lake Powell for a 3-night stay at the glorious Wahweap Lodge on Lake Powell. The trip includes all meals and a boat tour to magnificent Rainbow Bridge. The Wahweap Lodge at Delhi Webb Recreational Property. And then, Suzanne, you've won an Australian holiday for 2. You and your companion will enjoy 7 wonderful days down under and take in the sights of Sydney Harbor on a special cruise. Your round-trip flight from Los Angeles to Australia will be on Continental's Pacific with daily service to Sydney and Melbourne. A better way to fly the Pacific from Continental. Those prizes totaling $4,894 combined with the $5,250 in cash we won gives you a grand total, Suzanne, of $10,144. Congratulations!
$10,144, Suzanne. Well done. And you get to come back and do it again.
Right.
And Karen.
Yes, sir.
Karen, you've got to express yourself more. You're winning. You have and you're leaving with $15,450. Congratulations. Thanks for being with us. We're happy to have you with us.
Very good.
I'm getting good. All right, Tom. You're leaving with some prizes, so you won't be going away empty-handed.
And I'm still happy.
Oh, good, Tom. Thanks for being with us. Until next time when we see Suzanne, this is Peter DeMarco saying thanks for pressing your luck. Bye-bye.
Here's what we have for our departing contestants. Qualifill, the luxury pillow, is non-allergenic, scrunchable, pumpable, washable Qualifill, a modern alternative to down. And Demelia Pasta, imported from Italy. Delicious pasta made the way it was meant to be from 100% semolina and durum wheat. Plus an ice cream freezer just like the good old days. Make your own ice cream in this Richmond Cedar 5-quart electric freezer in just 30 minutes. Use this table or rock salt. Also gift certificates for Kentucky Fried Chicken and fresh buttermilk biscuits. You've got a right to chicken done right. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right. And enjoy the air you breathe with this pure air machine. High and low speed, citrus fragrance. Also Aspercreme for fast, effective relief of minor arthritis pain without the side effects pills may cause. Aspercreme's non-aspirin formula penetrates relief right where you hurt.
This is Rod Buddy speaking for Press Your Luck, a Carruthers Company presentation.
Get ready to match the star. Bert Convy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Louisa Moritz, Richard Dawson, and Kay Stevens as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now, here's the host of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson, and thank you, friends, for joining us wherever you are. I don't know. I was way back there, and I took a flying leap through that.
I've been asking you to do that for years, and you never did it.
Listen, is everybody ready?
Certainly.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's Tattletales going?
Terrific.
Grand.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
That follows us here on CBS, as you know. Is anybody else got anything they want to plug
I'm
or say?
working at Bachelor's 3 in
Who
Fort
asked you?
Lauderdale, Florida.
Yes, she is.
I want to do his Tattletales game, but I have to get married first.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what we can do. We'll work something out.
All right.
I have a full-time job as a domestic starting on Monday.
She doesn't do windows.
No windows.
Or
All right.
walls.
Let's say hello to our two players, John Kashmarek and Teresa Negretti. How are you, John? John's the current champion with $6,200. And he's being challenged by Teresa. And we're going to start right from the top, right?
Right.
Are you ready, Teresa?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that right after we pass along this message of considerable interest to all of you. We have playing a cameo role on the show
I got my start on this show, and I just wanted to come back and say hello. You know what I mean? You're wonderful, and I've always loved you, and I've always respected you.
All right, I'll tell you how I feel about you. Listen, Bert used to be on the old Match Game.
That's right.
With his buddy,
Got $1.50 for that show. Don Meredith and I.
You're still getting John Meredith said, hey, listen, why don't you use my old buddy? We went to college together. I said, who's that? He's the little guy who plays the Indian on television. I said, he said, Burt Reynolds. I said, who's he? Well, we got him together.
You really are as bad in person as you are on television, aren't you?
But they were terrific. Yes. And one of these days, you're going to sit in one of those seats, right?
Yes. It's wonderful to be a big star and come on the big shows like this.
What are you doing in this building?
I'm across the hall, actually.
You really?
I'm doing cameos. I wanted to come over here and see Charlie, because Charlie was so great on the Tonys. Wasn't he brilliant on the
He was terrific! Listen, it's been terrific seeing you. You look terrific.
Don't I look nice? I'm all wrapped. All wrapped in elephant skin. I go home at night, I'm about 3 feet tall.
Yeah?
Short, porky little person. It's wonderful to be here.
Thank you for...
Thin microphone. I'll be seeing you.
That's enough. Burt Reynolds, thank you for standing by. All right, that's enough of that. Don't hand on it. Stop that. Now, let's get back to the serious part of the thing here now.
Are they going to kiss back there or what?
Thank you, Bert. Well, I hope we get him here sometime to do a thing there.
Well, I hope we get Bert Convy back so we can play the game.
We will. Where are we? We got to start, don't we? Okay. Push this button and reveal 2 questions here and ask Teresa, the challenger, to make a selection.
B.
B is what she wants. Okay, Teresa. Bert Convy.
I'll sit in Bert's chair.
No. Get up there. Here it is.
This is interfering with your social life. Please let it go.
When the 102-year-old lady went to the department store, she lost her blank in the revolving door.
Wait a minute, darling. I have to put my glasses on to hear that.
Okay. When the 102-year-old lady went into the department store, she lost her blank in the revolving door.
I'm so excited about the appearance of Burt Reynolds. I'm just all a Twitter.
He looks like $1 million, doesn't he?
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. I'll write down my number and send it out to him.
He used to be funny on the old Match Game when he got his old buddy Don Meredith. They used to be team captains opposing each other, and they were really terrific. All right. Hey, we ought to get Don Meredith sometime, too, if we can. Are you ready, Teresa? When the 102-year-old lady went to the department store, she lost her blank in the revolving door.
False teeth.
False teeth. Okay. She said false teeth. Bert, what did you say?
Oh, yes, that's what I said. False teeth.
There's a match. Okay, Brett.
I told you I was all shook up by Burt Reynolds. She lost her virtue.
In a revolving door.
Why
not?
I'm so happy for her at the age of 102 to have that happen. Charles, what did you say?
I said Kane because I could lose my false teeth.
All right. And how about you?
Well, I said Kane.
Kane. All right, she's looking for false
Too bad
teeth.
Charles isn't over there.
What are you offering, Richard?
A weekend in Tijuana. I happen to know the old buzzard lost her dress.
Her dress? Got
Just
caught.
Streaked in a circle for 3 hours.
Okay, Stephen.
Somebody hit her in the false teeth with a cane.
Kane. Okay. So you scored once there, and now we'll get to your question in a moment or so. But first, we've got to get to this, friends. Pay attention now.
I doubt
I live in Margate. He lives in
Here we are. And Teresa's had her question scored once, and now we got this for John. Here's a question about good old Johnny Olson.
I love it.
Good old John. And this is it. Just before every show, Johnny Olson blanks his tongue. Just before every show, Johnny Olson blanks his tongue. You don't?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. All right, the upper tier is ready.
What are we going to do about that Cuban with the funny hat on? Is what I want to know.
All right, we're all set. John, here's a question about Johnny Olson. Just before every show, Johnny Olson blanks his tongue.
I've seen him do it. He brushes it.
He brushes his tongue. That's so he doesn't have a slip of the tongue, a mishap, as can happen sometimes on television. He brushes his tongue.
I thought he tippled it.
No. What do you say, Bert?
Well, he's got to talk fast and it has to go quick, and he's the best. So I said he oils his tongue.
He oils his tongue.
Yes.
Old slippery tongue Olson, they
Yeah.
call him there. Brett, what'd you say?
Well, I think he's one of the most terrific people who ever lived in this whole world, and of course he oils it because he's so smooth.
He is smooth, indeed.
And
All right.
probably very well oiled. I said
he was oiled when he walked in here today.
He sprays his tongue. Okay, John Kashmarek is looking for brushes. Just before every show, Johnny Olson brushes his tongue, is what he says. What do you say?
I say he exercises it.
He exercises it so he can talk fast.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. What did you say?
I happen to know that slippery, silver-tongued devil drinks a great cup of coffee, which Mrs. Olson makes for him, and then oils his tongue.
Oils his tongue. All right, Kay, does he oil his tongue or brush it, or what does he do to it?
Luis and I are always right, and we know him extremely well. He exercises it, and we are certain of that.
He exercises his tongue.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 1-0 at the end of round one. We go to round two. And Teresa, would you make a selection?
B.
B. All right. Jack said.
Jack
When I don't know. We listen to the rest. Jack said when that opera singer hits a high note, she opens her mouth so wide you can see all the way down to her blank.
What is that?
So Jack said that. She opens her mouth so wide you can see all the way down to her blank.
Oh, we're running into another spelling problem.
No, spelling does not count here.
Red, you have to spell it so people can figure out what you're spelling, right?
Sounds like.
Sounds like. That's very good. Right.
It's all right for her. She's a foreigner.
I am now a citizen.
Are you a citizen?
For 6 years.
Okay, and then after
I'm
6
not.
years, what are you going to do? Throw you out?
I have been for 6
Oh,
years.
you have been for, I see. Okay, Teresa. Jack said when that opera singer hits a high note, she opens her mouth so wide you can see all the way down to her blank.
Navel.
Navel. Navel is her answer? Now, last time out you matched Bert, so Brett, you are first.
Very good. You're getting better.
Yeah, I'm catching on to the whole thing.
All the way down to her intestinal tract. Did I spell that properly?
Intestinal.
I don't care about the
Intestinal
spelling.
tract.
It's a rotten answer. Charles, what did you say?
I said toes.
Toes. Boy, that is some high note.
Big mouth.
Yeah, and a big mouth. What did you say?
I said navel.
Navel. There it is. Ann Richards, she's looking for the answer navel.
Well, I know on a clear day you could see Claire Trevor. All the way down to your feet.
To the feet, okay.
And all the way down to the toes.
To the toes.
Toes and feet.
So you got 2 there. And now let's go to John's question here and see how he does. John, you need 2 to tie and 3 to win. The astronauts radioed back from the moon. This place must be inhabited by giant green birds. We just landed in a crater full of giant green blank. Did you hear that, John? We just landed in a crater full of giant green blank.
Honey, I didn't hear the first part.
The first part
I
goes
heard
like
it,
this.
but I didn't hear it.
The astronauts radioed back from the moon. This place must be inhabited by giant green birds. We just landed in a crater full of giant green... And it's up to you to fill in the blank. Some way you think we'll match.
Don't copy, Charles.
2,
It's not
3, ready? 4. 2 to go. All right, she's ready, and it's up to Charles to finish up there. Now we call on John to give his answer. This place must be inhabited by giant green birds. We just landed in a crater full of giant green...
Fertilizer.
Okay. He said fertilizer.
Oh.
All right, Bert, maybe see...
Many people don't know that moonbirds excrete something that we all know is green and is also packaged here as chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
It is green, you know.
Chlorophyll is green.
Kill myself
yes,
for that
it's
answer.
a dumb thing.
And you're going to have a lot of help killing it.
Oh.
What did you say, darling? Fertilizer?
Fertilizer,
I
the
said
answer,
fertilizer in a way. I said bird doo-doo.
Got a match? That's a match. Okay, Charles.
Me? Did I throw that on you? I'm sorry.
No, yeah,
I hate
no, he
sitting
did.
down here.
What do you say, Charles Nelson Riley?
Bird juju. I said eggs. I said eggs.
Eggs. Okay.
Oh, heavens.
All right, what do you say?
Well, I said birds come from eggs. How do I know?
Giant green eggs.
One
All
more
right.
doo-doo does it.
Okay, Richard.
One more doesn't do.
More doo-doo does it.
Get no doo-doo from me, you hamburger. Throwing it down here.
What did we get to you from you?
Yes, well, those birds are bald.
They are bald.
Oh, sure. And so they landed in a nest of green feathers.
They were molting.
Yeah.
Now, John, you've got to
Let's hear
match
it for the
Kay to
feathers.
stay in the game. Fertilizer's the answer.
Feathers.
Bird feathers. So, Teresa wins the game. Well done, Teresa. Congratulations. There's $100 for you. John, I'm happy to say you're not going home empty-handed at $6,200. Together, thanks. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much, Sarge.
John Kashmaric. We'll get back to you, but first we've got to go out to all America and pass along this message. Well, here we are with Teresa Negretti for the first time. How do you feel about being up here?
Excited.
Okay, let's get right to it, shall we? We polled a recent studio audience and we got their best response to this. J blank. The answer they gave most often is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the next one, it's $250. And the third, $100. From whom would you like some help?
Brett.
Jaybird.
Jaybird. There's one.
Richard.
Richard.
Well, what Brett becomes after a couple, a jaywalker.
A jaywalker. Okay. Jaybird, jaywalker, and who else?
Charles.
Charles.
The JCs.
What?
Oh, you think of one. The famous JCs. J-A-Y-C-E-E-S. They're terrific.
Yeah, they're referring to the Junior Chamber of Commerce.
They're great.
Okay, all right.
I don't know where they
So
are,
you got
but I think there's
JC's,
a team
Jaywalker,
somewhere.
and Jaybird. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own. What would you like to do?
Jaybird.
Jaybird. She chooses the bird. So, okay, here we go. We're looking for Jaybird, and we'll find out where it is. May we see the $100 response? Jay North.
Who's he?
Who the heck is that if they never heard of the JCs?
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace is Jay North.
Yeah, that's right. Oh.
Okay. Still looking for Jaybird. Here is the $250 response. Jay Walker.
Yeah, that was Fatty Arbuckle's real name. I know all this. Carry on.
Oh, it has
All
to
right.
be Jaybird.
Here's the last chance for Jaybird, the $500 response. Jaybird, you got it. Congratulations. Okay. The one Brett gave you, and I guess you're happy about that. Now, that means you're going to be playing for $5,000 now, which is 10 times $500. And to collect that amount, you've got to match one celebrity head-to-head. Which one will it be?
Richard.
All right, you get ready to write, Richard, and you'll face me, Teresa. Here's the $5,000 question. Blank station. Blank station. S-T-A-T-I-O-N. Okay, he's finished. Now, Teresa, what word would you give us now, or how would you fill in that blank in order to match Richard? Blank station.
Gas station.
Gas station is what she says. All right, Richard, for $5,000, may we see your answer?
I really wish I could show you that, darling, but I guess I have to take a bus.
Bus station. Yeah. You know, that was kind of a hard one because there's so many good
Railway
ones here.
station, bus
Railway,
station,
bus, gas station. Yeah, a lot of good ones
Filling
there.
station.
All right, Teresa, you've got $600, and no one can take that away from you. You're going to play another game. Here is Rolanda Lallier. Rolanda, you know Teresa. Would you say your last name for me?
Lallier.
Lallier?
Yes.
You don't have to whisper. Speak up.
I'm so nervous.
You're nervous. Take a deep breath, Rolanda. That's enough. We're having enough trouble today, right? Okay. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I love to. Excuse me.
Would you like a drink of water?
Yes, I would.
Would you bring the lady some water quickly there, Joe? Presto!
I'm sorry.
How about a little quart of beer?
That's all right. No. You got some water there, John? Here it is. All right, there's a little sip of water.
I was
Oh, yeah. I hope you can spare it. It's about a teaspoonful in there.
Wine, but
Yeah, you would rather have wine? Okay. Rolanda, what else would you like to say about Rolanda?
Well, I come from Basque Country. I came to America 9 years ago, and I love this country.
Okay.
So, yes.
All right, shall we have a go at it now?
Public relations.
You what?
Public relations.
You're in public relations.
For gourmet food.
Listen, you don't have to whisper. Everybody can hear anyway. All right, Rolanda.
For silent film.
I'll push a button here and ask you to make a selection, Rolanda.
A, please.
A is what she wants. And here we go, I think. The butcher was so nearsighted, when Fat Fanny walked into his butcher shop, he tried to blank her. Did you hear that? When the butcher shop was the butcher was so nearsighted, when Fat Fanny walked into his butcher shop, he tried to blank her. All right, do it as quickly as you can, if you
Well, you
please.
can't get Bert to move any faster than a snail.
Charles is ready, Bert. Why aren't you ready?
All right. Stop
Okay,
picking on
here
me.
we go. Rolanda. The butcher was so nearsighted, when Fat Fanny walked into his butcher shop, he tried to blank her.
To make shop out of her.
To make what?
Shops.
Shops?
Yes.
Oh, chops. Oh. Some of these French are violent, aren't they? Chops. He's going to cut her up. What do you say, Bert?
This butcher was a little weird and he tried to marinate her.
The marinade. Well, marinate is not chops.
well,
What is
You
that?
couldn't be more wrong. Butchers don't marinate, they carve.
Carve. Does that make chops out of? Is that a match? No. All right. All right, Charles.
Don't say anything dirty in French because I said slice.
Slice. Make chops. No match there. What do you say?
I said slice.
Slice. All right. What do you say?
Carve.
Carve. And
I
Kay.
know for a fact he tried to weigh her.
He tried to weigh her.
Yes.
Oh, very good. I like that guy.
Well, Rolanda, it was kind of the same idea. You didn't score. We've got a question for you later, but right now we've got this for you. Thank you all. Next time we'll have these celebrities.
Jack Norris, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Fanny Flagg.
Gene Rayburn from Match Game 74. Join us next time.
Hello, Game Show Network. Oh, I am so excited to be joining you as the host of Tug of Words. You know, I've hosted a lot of different things, dance competitions, cooking shows, but this is my first game show, and I couldn't be more excited because I love to play. No, that's not right. I love to ploy. No, plan. No. Okay, I get it. On Tug of Words, one letter changes everything. I love to play. Oh, this is gonna be...
It's a game for the uninhibited. Our stars this week from Love Boat, Jill Whelan. And from Going Bananas, Tim Topper. Watch their bodies do the talking on Body Language. And here's the star of Body Language, Tom Kennedy.
Hello. Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Body Language. We're enjoying another great week here on Teen Month. Actually, a little bit more than a month. It's teen time here on Body Language, and we're having great fun with the likes of some of your favorite stars, the likes of Jill Whelan from The Love Boat.
Hi. How are you?
And Jill Whelan not only keeps busy doing The Love Boat, but she is also a national spokesperson. Tell them about what you're doing, Jill.
Well, I'm the national spokesperson for Nancy Reagan's drug abuse program. And I go around the country doing speeches and educating kids about ways to prevent getting involved with drugs. And in fact, Tim and I did a thing in Alabama, I think.
Did you?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to Michael, Elaine, and Nikki. Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For all of your work and for your hellos,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And we have a new partner for you on the green team today. Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Hart. Hello there, Josh. Hello. Joshua Hart, tell America about yourself.
All right, my name is Joshua Hart. I'm 14. I go to Sepulveda Junior High, and I collect beer bottles and cans.
You do?
Yeah. Does that?
Empty or otherwise?
It depends if it's hot.
I see. How many do you have so far, Josh?
Not that many. I just started recently.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Six-pack?
Yeah.
Started out with a six-pack, and here he is with 8 already.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tim Topper, who is currently starring in the Sacramento Music Circus. With Vicki Lawrence.
Vicki Lawrence.
In
Hello, Dolly, and I'm doing the part of Barnaby. And then right after that closes, I'm working with Nehemiah Persoff in Oliver.
How do you like that? He follows himself. In other words, you
It's great.
You
Don't
run,
take that marquee down.
Yeah, that's right. just take the name, put it over here. You run for 2 weeks approximately
2 weeks, right.
in
each show,
yeah,
and doing the part of the Artful Dodger in Oliver.
Oh, I love that
So,
too.
Look
Yes.
forward to doing that.
You do a lot of musical comedy. You evidently
I just
do.
finished Finian's Rainbow a few months ago too.
Did you
I played the
really?
part of a leprechaun.
Can't imagine you doing a thing like that. Don't you have a hard time, Tim, trying to get one out of your mind and a new set in your mind?
Well, I love doing summer stock, and that's what it's like. Because when the one show starts, the other show starts in rehearsal.
Yes.
So you're doing almost 2 shows a day. So it's like, where am I?
Yeah. Just don't sing the wrong song in the wrong show.
That has happened.
Tim is playing with our champ, Marnie Riley, $8,100. Now, Marnie, I know it's a long way off, and this will not mature until age 18. But at age 18, what do you think you might do with that kind of money?
Well, I think I might put it on a down payment on a house.
Uh-huh.
And my mom said that my mom and my dad will probably pay the payments for me, and I'll have a house.
Well, good. Or at least you start out that way. That's very good. All right. Because she's not, yeah, I know. It's a little small house she's talking about. Little bitty house. But anyway, that's what she's aiming for. Now, the object of our game is to act out a series of words to help your partner solve a puzzle. During Teen Month, the winners of... Oops, see? Watch the cameraman. Hello there. The winners of less than $2,500 will get it in cash. If you earn in excess of $2,500, you get certificates of deposit, which will mature when you are 18 years of age. Don't you just love it? All right, Joe, come on with me. Josh, get over there. They can't keep up with that old Kennedy. He's running around all the time. Now, you remember how to play this game, Wheelin'?
I don't know.
All
Yes,
right,
I do.
we'll give you 5 of 7 words that will come
Okay.
up in a puzzle. The more words you get, Joshua, the easier it'll be to solve the puzzle. Let's do it. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word. Go.
All right, 10, 12 o'clock.
You got 12 is it. Next.
You're mad. You're hit baseball, pitching, safe, out, 1 out, 2 outs, 3 outs, ball game, song, take me out to the ball game.
Pass.
You're riding a horse in a rodeo. You're lassoing a famous cowboy. John Wayne.
Pass.
Okay, it's a round. It's a clock. Clock. 10 o'clock. You're singing. 10 o'clock. It's a clock. You're a chicken. Oh, a chicken in the morning. 6 o'clock.
Pass.
You're riding a horse. A horse. A cowboy. The cowboy horse. You're trotting.
You got it for right. Continue.
You're safe. 3 strikes.
Yes, you got that. Continue.
You're riding. Okay, it's a famous cowboy. A famous man cowboy. He rides a horse. Wells Fargo. You're riding a horse. Gene Autry.
Time. That's don't talk anymore because we may give something away. Very good, though. You got 3 of them there, Joshua. That's good work. Here's your puzzle. Here are your 3 words. It's a $100 puzzle. It's the blank blank. It's the blank blank made his ride, and it's when the blank strikes 12 and the blank go crazy. Joshua?
Is it werewolf?
Is it werewolf? No. Marnie, come on over here. Marnie, which blank next?
I'd like number 1, please.
It's the time blank made his ride, and it's when the blank strikes 12 and the blank goes crazy.
Midnight?
Is it midnight? You got it. Joshua, we're about to find out. that you were thinking in terms of modern cowboys,
Yeah.
but this was he wasn't really a cowboy, he was a horseman many years ago. It's the time Paul Revere, riding through town, made his ride, and it's when the clock strikes 12, and strikes is what she was doing with baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Yeah, strikes 12, and the cuckoo goes crazy, and she was acting cuckoo for the cuckoo clock, weren't you?
Yes.
You were being a cuckoo, Jill.
Yes.
That's what she was
Cuckoo,
doing.
my
And-
usual self.
Yeah, no. $100 that results in, though, for the red team, and the first team to reach $500 wins our game, and a chance at $10,000. And back we'll come with Tim Topper's team right after this. Go over and sit down and get the I keep wanting to say something else. $100 for the red team, and the red team springs into action. Tim Topper down here, Marnie over there. You guys are ready to go, I gather.
We're ready.
Hey, with the red hair and everything. The red.
Don't I match? Vogue.
You talk about red. This is the red team here. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word. Go.
Okay, you're writing in a note.
Right, that's it. Next.
Okay, you're talking on the phone. You're gossiping. You're the operator. You're the whole thing. The operate. You're the operator. You're
Pass.
okay. You're skipping along.
You got it. Yes. Next.
Ooh, your foot hurts. You've got a pain in your foot. A corn base. You are a big, strong football player. Your foot hurts. Oh, you've got an injury on your foot. It's just athlete's foot.
Yes. That's it. Next.
You're typing. You're the typist. You are playing the violin while typing. Okay, you're playing the violin, and then you're the sheet music.
You got it. Next. This is the
You're
final
talking on the
word.
phone, and you are the phone.
Yeah. I have to tell you, that's tough. That's really not that's tough. You did a good job, Jim. Well, Marnie, you got 4 out of 5. That is excellent. Here is your puzzle. Here are your 4 words. It's a $100 puzzle. You find these on the sheet music of blank, and your blank might write one saying you have to skip blank because you have athlete's foot. Now, what do you think of that, Marnie?
Notes?
Is it notes? Yeah, boy, I tell you. You're very good, not only at working out the body language, but working out these puzzles, too.
Thank you.
That's why you're the champ. It says you find these on the sheet music. Now, that was sheet music that he had in front of him.
Yeah.
But
I thought he was typing it first.
I know it.
But it was
Piano.
Tim Topper can do a lot of things. He can sing, he can dance, he can act, but he cannot play the piano and type at the same time.
Okay.
But if he can, I think I can book you in the Orpheum. All right, you'll find these in the sheet music of Smooth Operator. That's what he was trying to get. Now, that's very tough because it's not that common an expression, I don't think. And let's see, you find these in the sheet music of Smooth Operator, and your mother might write on saying you have to skip school, I guess. Well, skip what? Gym, because you have athlete's foot. Okay, $200 for the red team. They're hot. We'll be back with our $250 puzzles after this. All right. At the end of round 2, we have $200 for the red team, 0 for the green team. Now we go into $250 puzzles. And if neither team reaches $500, then we'll have a playoff. And don't forget that in our $250 puzzles, if all 5 words are guessed, the contestant will receive a special bonus prize, a new one today. We don't know what it is. We may find out. Jill, this time you're receiving. Joshua, you are giving. Josh, you all set?
Yeah, I'm
Your
ready.
friends call you Josh, or do they
Joshua,
not?
Josh, whatever.
Okay, all right. Okay, JJ, you can call me Joshua, and you can call me Josh, but just let's play the game. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word, and go.
You're tasting something. You're tasting.
That's good for tasted. Continue.
You're a clown. You're a funny. Oh, beak. You're a gardener. You're a bear. Oh, with a beak. You're a lion.
All right, back.
A building. It's a building. A big building. An office building. Oh, it's an apartment building. You're sleeping. It's a night building. Pass. A star. Okay. A male. A male and female. A little male and female. Monkeys. Pass.
All right, Pat.
You're scared. You're protecting yourself. You're upset. You're afraid. You're frightened. You're nervous. You're gagged. You are kidnapped. You are the whole thing. You're kidnapped. You're gagged. You're pass.
Pass.
Kidnapped, gagged, the whole
All
thing.
right.
Golfing.
Yeah.
You're hitting something. You're hitting. What are you hitting? Don't do that again.
Yeah. You'll understand what he was up to.
Well, hey, I was pretty good at that.
You stay right over here now.
Oh,
you,
I'm
you
over
stay
here now.
Oh, yes. We're going to solve this puzzle now. You got one word. Here's your puzzle. Let's take a look at the word. And now, it's a type of blank man, and also the blank stuff, the blank made into her blank, that blank tasted before they were blank. What do you
Cooking.
Is it cooking, she asked. No. All right, Tim, come over. You're in the game now. This is a $250 puzzle, I'll remind you both. Tim, which blank next?
Number 1.
It's a type of cookie, man, and also the blank stuff, the blank made into her blank that blank tasted before they were blank.
Gold.
Is it gold? No. Jill, we're back to you. Which blank?
4.
All right. It's a type of cookie, man, and it's also the blank stuff, the blank made into her house that blank tasted before they were blank.
Gingerbread.
Is it gingerbread? That's it.
Cookie man, that's fine.
You're going to find out what Joshua was doing up there. It's a type of cookie, man, and also the brown, that's unacted. The brown stuff, the witch. Now, he was trying to indicate a broom. And you know how a witch rides on a broom?
Yeah.
But the broom didn't quite come across. And the witch made into her house that Hansel and Gretel, remember yeah, those were good, tasted before they were captured. And you were captured. He was bound and gagged, and they had him all tied up.
What can I say? My vocabulary is...
No, but here's what's important, Green Team. You guys ended up with the money, right, Josh?
Yay.
You betcha. You got $250. And that means now that you sit down, you stay here, Tim. You, Jill, sit down. And Marnie, come over here.
Okay.
Now it's another $250 puzzle. You all set, Marnie?
Yeah,
Good.
sure am.
60 seconds on the clock. And here's your first word. And go.
It's an animal. It's not an animal. You're driving. You're steering.
Steers is good.
Steers.
Uh-huh.
Pass.
Pass on that one.
Another animal.
Pass.
You're climbing into something.
Pass.
Pass.
It's an animal. Another animal. Bunch of animals. A herd. A herd.
You got it. Next.
Herd of animals. A cow. A chicken. A farm.
Farm is it. Good. Next.
Another animal. A cow. You're prickly. Pimples. You're sticking yourself. You're sticking yourself. Ouch. Ooh. Ow. Dots. Chickens.
Good time. All right. You got 3. Good going, Marnie. Sometimes it's a downright painful experience. Right, you got 3. Here's your... Oh, look at all the blanks up there. Here are your 3 words. It's a $250 puzzle. It's a blank farm where blank, 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 and herd steers. Tim?
A ranch.
Is it a ranch? You got it. Let's look at the rest of that now. It's a western farm where cow pokes. See? She was poking. She established the cow, and those were poked. Yeah.
That's good.
Cow poked.
I thought it was like, yeehaw.
Barbed wire fences. She got stuck on that and said, the heck with that. And herd steers, and those you got, and you ended up with $450, and that's the good job. Get over there. Now, Joshua and Marnie, neither team reached $500, so you two come over here. We're going to have a playoff. We're going to give you another $250 puzzle. Whoever gets this will be the winner. And here is the puzzle. Blank, blank, and blank, 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 blank of this. Marnie, you're the champ. You want to go first? You want Joshua to go first?
I'll go. Joshua, go first.
All right.
All right, Joshua.
All right, I'll go for number 7.
Okay. Blank, blank, and blank, 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 blank gallons of this.
Is it water?
Is it water? No. Marnie?
I'll take number 6, please.
Blank, blank, and blank, blank, blank guzzle gallons of this.
Beer?
No. Joshua?
I'll go for 5.
Blank, blank, and blank, blank rods guzzle gallons of this.
Is it
Marnie?
I'll take number 3.
Blank, blank, and fancy blank rods guzzle gallons of this.
Wine?
Joshua?
4.
Blank, blank, and fancy hot rods guzzle gallons of this.
Is it gas?
You got it. Gasoline. Motorhomes and fancy hot rods guzzled. I'm with you, though. I didn't know what kind of rods guzzled the gallons. Boy, that was tough until the hot came up. All right, Joshua, you won that one, didn't you? You certainly did. Joshua Hart wins that game. Marnie, it's only your first loss. You will continue playing. Joshua, you're going to have a chance at $10,000.
Right, okay.
And you tell us if you want to give or receive right after this. Okay, get on over there. What are you going to do? You're going to receive or you're going to give?
I'll receive.
All right, get over there, Joshua. Good luck to you. All right, Jill. This is for $10,000 now.
Oh, ease my mind.
10 words in 60 seconds. Every word worth $100. 60 seconds on the clock. Here is your first word, and go.
All right, it's a table.
You got $100.
You're itching powder. You're scratching. You got funny bone. You're tickling.
Yes, $200.
You're peeking over. You can't see. You're tiptoeing. You're sleeping. You're awake. You're sleeping. Nighttime. It's a bad dream. A nightmare. Nighttime. Pass.
Pass.
You're brushing. You're cleaning something. You're brushing something off. You're scraping. You're washing yourself.
Pass. Pass.
You're sleeping. Oh, bad night. A nightmare.
Yes, $300.
Your teeth. White teeth. Braces. Clean teeth.
$400.
Okay, it's a circle. You're playing ball, volleyball, basketball, volleyball, volleyball net, basketball net, volleyball net, basketball net, basketball.
Pass.
You're mad, a knife. You're gonna shoot somebody. It's a gun. It's an explosion, a bang, bomb, hot, sizzling, bing, bing, bing.
Time. All right, you got 4 of them for $400. Now, the $400 can become $4,000 if you get the next 3 words in 20 seconds. Let's do it.
Okay.
20 seconds on the clock. Here's your first of 3 words, and go.
All right, slipping, slippy, ice skating, hill, slip, ice, snow. Go.
Pass.
Your hand, you're waving, loose fingers, hand, waving, clapping, talking, beat.
Pass.
You're driving. Accident.
Yes, 1 down. Oh, this was a puppet, and the first one was a slide, but you still have $400, Joshua. Come on over. Come on down. We'll total up the winnings and tell you what our young people have earned right after this. Okay, well done. $900 for Joshua. Marnie has $8,550. We'll be back tomorrow with Tim and with Jill and with Tom. Tim, Jill, and Tom. We'll see you then on Body Language. Look for you. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive 0 in the action with these 35mm binoculars. Includes high-powered InstaFocus with bright, sharp image. And Popeyes, delicious freeze-at-home treat. Assorted fruit flavors, 12 bars per box, refreshing for youngsters. Popeyes. And sleep like a dream with this clock radio. High-tech, super compact design. Includes blue fluorescent display and brightness control. And new sugar-free Scooby-Doo Children's Chewable Vitamins. Essential vitamins plus minerals. No sugar, artificial colors, or flavors. Scooby-Doo! And a member of our studio audience will receive Norelco's NT3 Professional Quality Pocket Dictation System. Features lightweight design, fingertip controls, and superb sound quality. Capture your thoughts anywhere. Norelco. This is Bob Hilton speaking for Body Language, a Mark Goodson television production. It's a game called The Uninhibited, and our stars this week are Marcia Wallace and from Newhart, Tom Poston. Watch their bodies do the talking on Body Language. And now here's the star of Body Language, Tom Kennedy.
Well, thank you very much. You're very gracious, and it's very much appreciated. Welcome to Body Language. I tell you, we have two of your favorite stars. They're so darn good. I'm going to spend very little time here. Get over there so we can have some fun. First of all, let's welcome Marcia Wallace, right over there. Hi there.
Hi there, hon. I can call you hon, can't
You
I?
betcha. Boy,
Thank
we
you.
have hung out together in a number of cities, as a matter of fact.
I interviewed you.
Yes, Marcia was doing a show in San Francisco. She was the hostess, and she had me on her show. Thank you for that.
Oh, it was my pleasure, dear. I know I'll help you get into show business. Wasn't that nice
Yes,
of me?
It certainly was. And I not only enjoyed you on that show, but I enjoy you on the reruns of the Newhart show.
Oh.
What was it called?
Bob, isn't it? Bob Newhart
The
show.
Bob
Uh-huh.
Newhart show.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
I'm still enjoying you on that, and I know you're running around doing lots of things. Where'd you come from? Where are you going?
I came from Statesboro, Georgia. I'm going to Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know where I am, actually.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we caught you long enough to play our game.
Thanks, hon.
And you want to meet our champion?
I'd be happy to.
Okay, her name is Lisa Hulana. She has $1,400. Welcome back, Lisa. Playing with a good one there.
I heard.
Yes. You're in with the heavyweights today, Lisa.
Yeah.
These are good game players, especially on this show, which is not an easy one to play, as you know, don't you, Lisa?
Oh, do I? I found out down there
Uh-huh.
on the ground.
Tell everyone briefly who you are.
My name is Lisa Halana. I was born and raised in Vallejo, California, which is in the Napa Valley, north
yeah.
of San Francisco. I moved here about a year ago, and I love it. Like
Very
the song
good.
says, I love L.A., but my heart's in San Francisco.
All right. And
A
here's,
medley.
yes. Now here's the other hard at work once again from the Newhart Show, Tom Poston. Tom, you're on. You're on. Hello.
Man's an animal.
I know he
The
is.
man is an animal. Always was.
He's not from the Bob Newhart Show.
No.
He's from the
Newhart.
Newhart, or just Newhart.
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 And if he does another one, it'll be called Hart.
Yeah.
And then,
You two worked together on the original show, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
he created the fabulous role of the Peeper. Remember the Peeper?
No.
That's Bob's roommate. She was much younger than I.
Yeah.
Much younger than I was in those days.
Yeah.
I hope
Well-
I don't have to slap him.
Tell me, Mr. Utley, what season are you in now on Newhart?
This is the 4th season.
That many?
That's pantomime. 4.
Oh, wow. That's terrific, too.
This is the 4th season, and isn't that nice? It's
It
getting more
certainly
and more popular all the time.
Uh-huh.
They have had to have a new category for us. We
Is that
can't
right?
be the #1 show. We have to be 1A.
1A?
Yes, it's so big. It's
I
1A.
see.
It's 1+.
That's wonderful. And you are playing with one of our returnees.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Cindy Brooks was on our show once before. And because of a technicality, we have brought her back to play our game once again. She comes back with 1 loss against her and 2 turns at the sweepstakes over there, but we welcome you back. Cindy.
Thank
This
you.
is Cindy Brooks. And she also, as memory serves me, you have $10,600. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes, and I got to tell you, you were in my prayers last night. I said, God bless Tom, God bless Joyce, and God bless Mark Goodson. The man's made me rich.
Cindy, let's play and earn some more money for you, perhaps. Also for Lisa. Let's find out how we do this. The object of our game is to act out a series of words to help your partner solve a puzzle. We'll show you how it's done. Come with me, Marcia.
I get to start?
Yeah, Lisa, you're over there. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to show you 5 of 7 words that will appear in a puzzle a little bit later on. The more words you get, Lisa, the easier it will be for you to solve that puzzle. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word, and go.
You are laying down and you're sleeping on the bed,
You're sleeping on the bed and you're pulling the covers over. And it's a bedspread. And the sheets.
Yes. Next.
Oh, karate chop. Judo. Karate chop.
Pass.
Okay, pass.
You're scared. You're cuckoo. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're imbecile. You're acting, and you need a psychiatrist.
She passes.
And it's a building, yes. And you're going into the building, opening up the door, and you're looking to see what it is. And you're giving a hat. It's a department store.
You got it. Next.
Hello? Can I hear you? It's a building, and you're walking into a building again, and you are taking something and you are giving it to somebody, and you are. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. I thought perhaps something might come to me.
Would you like to go over yonder and sit on yonder chair? You got 2 of them, Lisa. And here's your puzzle. Here are your 2 words. Remember, of course, it's a $100 puzzle. Now, when a department store has one of these, they blank the blank on sheets and blank. And some blank turn into blank. What do you think?
Is it a white sale?
Is it a white sale? It's a sale. That's good enough. Now, you see, Lisa, that's very good. That's how you play this game. You take the words that you have up there, go with it. When a department store has one of these, they slash. Remember when she was slashing the air? Do not saw the air, or whatever that. They slash the price. Oh, my goodness.
Right.
That's what.
The long way around, would you say? I was trying to get that. The long way around.
That was
I
the
thought
last.
perhaps I would hear the price or a better way to play the game.
Yeah. They slash the price on sheets and blenders. Now, of course, the parentheses means unacted. And some little old ladies turn into maniacs.
She was a maniac.
That's what she was. She was, but of course she's outgrown that. Now, the first team to reach we have $100 for the red team. The first team to reach $500 wins the game and a chance. I say at $10,000. We'll be back with George Utley's team after this. We have $100 for the red team, 0 for the green team, but the green team will now spring into action. Cindy, get on over there and good luck to you. Come on, spring. That's it. That's it.
Spring into action. Okay, this one's for Newham. This one's for you, Bob.
You know it's 5 words, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
Now I do, especially.
60 seconds on the clock.
Stop me from commenting on this afterwards, because I was so tempted.
I will.
To say, what was she doing before? Wasn't that a so-and-so? So stop me from doing
You
that.
can count on me, pal.
After we get all 5 of these.
Okay, 60 seconds on the clock. We've done that. Here's your first word, and go.
Okay, you're playing a flute.
You got it. Next.
It's a television? Anything, a box? Who cares? And you're walking up the stairs. And you're walking up the stairs to, it's a lighthouse, right? No. The Statue of Liberty. Walking upstairs, a spiral staircase. It's pointed like this.
Pass.
Okay. You're reading a book. And you're reciting it. It's a poem. It's a fairy tale.
Yes. Next.
You're eating something. Soup? It's no good. Never mind. Now you got indigestion, a stomach ache. You're on a diet. It makes you thin. Suck in. You're starving.
Yes, got it. Next.
The ground, the grass, you're crawling. What are you doing? You got to tell you're an animal. Okay, now you're a cat, a dog, a mouse, a hamster.
Whoa, all right. 3 of them.
Don't say anything. Don't say a word. Don't recap.
3 words. Cindy, here is your puzzle. Here are your 3 words. $100 puzzle. If you have blank in your blank, a starving blank, or this fairy tale man with his blank flute might help. Cindy?
Oh, God, I can't think of it.
Time. Lisa, you're in the game. Yeah, don't say anything. Lisa, which blank next?
Number 1.
If you have rats in your blank, a starving blank, or this fairy tale man with his blank flute might help. Answer.
Um,
Still alive. Cindy, which blank next?
4.
A starving cat or this fairy tale man with his blank flute might help. Answer?
Pied Piper?
Is it Pied Piper?
Thank you, God.
Is that what you were trying to think of?
Yeah, it was right there, and I said, God, give it to me, and he gave it to me.
All right. If you have rats, that's what he was with the long tail. If you have rats in your... Tom, you climbed 4 flights of stairs. You finally got up the attic and said, pass.
That's okay.
No, it was impossible. She didn't know what kind of a building it was. Just
I
a
know
house.
that. I know that.
It was just a house.
Yes, it was just a house. A starving cat or this fairy tale man with his magic flute might help. $100 apiece. What a contest.
What a...
Tension fills the studio. We'll be back with our $250 puzzles right after this. We have $100 apiece. Our second round now, we go into $250 puzzles, and if neither team reaches $500, we'll then have a playoff. Also in this round, if a team gets all 5 words, they get a $500 cash bonus in the form of a check signed by Mr. Mark Goodson right there. Let's do it. Marcia, you're over there. Lisa, you're down here. Got all 5 words, you got $500. Earn it, kids. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word, and go.
Okay, you're an animal. Oh, you're not an animal. Oh, you're a baby. Crawling.
Crawls is it. Next word.
A star. It's a woman star. She's Raquel Welch. Jane Fonda. Right.
Yes. Next.
Twirling, spinning.
Spin is it. We have 3 of them. Next.
Okay, are you an animal again? You're a little baby. You're a little animal. A little ant. Cockroach. Spider. Bugs. Insect.
This is your 5th and final word. You have 29 seconds.
Okay, a star. Okay, oh boy. You're putting on tights. You're putting on tights. Leotards. A star. Another star. Is this a woman? Skin.
Seconds.
Flesh. Oh gosh. Dance leotard. Dance skin.
You did it. I don't know how you did it. What made you say dance? Here is a $500 check. And you earned it. That is terrific. Not only that, how many seconds? How many do they have left? Whole bunch of them. Whatever it was. Get over there. Congratulations to you. Had plenty of time left on the clock. Congratulations, Miss Wallace.
Thank you.
You did it. Here is your puzzle. Here are your 5 words. This is a $250 puzzle. I hasten to add that $500 does not affect the outcome of this game. Now let's get back to the puzzle. This bug crawls along as it spins a blank, and it might blank Jane Fonda right out of her danskins. What is that, Marcia, for $250?
Spider.
Is it spider? That's it. It gives Lisa a total of $350. This bug crawls along as it spins a web, and it might scare Jane Fonda right out of her danskins. Boy, that's the way you do it. And not only that, you got a bonus along the way. $350 for the red team. Well done, Marcia. Sitting eight. Mr. Poston, over here, please. Cindy down here.
Well, we can't do better, but we can do as good.
You certainly can, and I have another one of those $500 checks just for you if you get all 5 of these. 60 seconds on the clock. Here is your first word, and go.
Water. Floating.
You got it. Next.
That's a fairy wand, a magic wand.
Next.
Pass.
Pass.
Oh, I don't know.
Pass.
You're no good. You're a bum.
She passed.
Water. You're sunbathing in your suntan oil. You're on a blanket. You're on a raft. You're sunning. You're putting suntan lotion. You're not at all. You're on a boat. You're on a raft. You're...
Pass.
Pass.
It's something you've picked up, and it's a little flower. It's a rosebud. It's something you found.
Pass.
A cigarette butt.
She passed.
Pass.
Pass.
Now we're back on the water again.
Okay. All right, you got 2 of them. 2 you got. And Mr. Fullerton, let's take a look first at the puzzle. Now the 2 words. It's a $250 puzzle. You might use a wand to make these blank, floating blank things that you blank when you're all blank in the blank. Answer? Time. Marcia?
Yes?
Marcia. Which blank
Time.
next? Which
Uh,
blank?
4.
You might use a wand to make these blank floating soap things that you blank when you're all blank in the blank.
Bubbles.
Is it bubbles? There you go.
I got bathtub.
Did you? Yeah. Tom, did you just hear what Marcia said?
Yes, she got bathtub.
Bathtub.
She's smarter than I am.
No. It was just you had
She's
her in a boat.
older and smarter than I am. Much.
You might use a wand, you got that one quite well, to make these fragile. Remember when she was dropping that little thing and it went and it splattered at her feet?
Sure. Did you remember?
That was fragile. It was a very dramatic moment. I'll never forget it.
I'd like to see somebody get fragile.
Would you?
I think that would be an easy one to get, fragile.
Okay. You might use a wand to make these fragile floating soap things that you pop, unacted, when you're all alone. Remember she had that lonely
So
feeling?
alone. She was so alone, yes.
Yeah.
That.
And I thought she was pregnant. I couldn't
Is
tell
that-
from...
He's really got his finger on
No,
the
she
pulse of reality.
acted good. I just couldn't get them.
Well,
And then, of course, the bathtub. I thought it was a raft or a towel or a beach thing.
Yeah, when
What
you're
did I
all
know?
alone in the bathtub. And that earns $600 and the game for Lisa. Now, what does it do for Cindy? It is her second loss, so we do have to say goodbye to Cindy. But she takes with her, but listen to this now. She takes with her $10,700. Congratulations once again, Cindy. Now, Lisa and Marcia are now going to go for $10,000. When we come back, Lisa's going to tell us if she wants to give or receive, and they stand a darn good chance. We'll see how well they do right after this. Get over there.
I suppose I'm finished for life.
That's about it. All right. We have a winning team over here. Lisa Hulana has $2,500 so far. Lisa, do you want to give or do you want to receive?
I'm going to go right there.
You want to
and
give. All right, Lisa, go on. And good luck to you, Marcia.
Okay,
It's
honey.
Hulana and Wallace. Or it's Lisa and Marcia.
Lisa and Marcia.
$10,000.
Laverne and Shirley, you name them.
10 words, 60 seconds. Each word worth $100. Later, you can change the hundreds into thousands. Good luck. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word. Go.
You're a woman. You're a bride.
$100.
You're writing. You're copying. Oh, you're copier. You're taking dictation. Gosh, you're scared of whoever you're
Pass.
doing it with. Batting, paddle, table tennis, ping pong, throw, thrust, hit, attack, serve, racket.
Yes, 200. Next.
Well, you're very stuck up your snobby. You're a pain in the
$300.
A handkerchief. Clean it.
400.
Okay. Scraping, scrambling, crawling, digging, burying.
500.
Okay. Okay. What are you doing? You don't know what you're going. You're putting on. Well, is that a sheet? Is that a what? Is that a clothes? Is that?
Pass.
Pass.
A beard.
Right.
$600.
Oh, it's so loud. It's noisy. It's terribly.
And your time is up, and you got 6 of them for $600. Earlier, she was cheating. She was cheating on a quiz.
Oh, cheating.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That.
And the fabric, you had the fabric, but it took too much time to try to get. She was going to go for shrink, but she wisely passed on
Okay.
that. And you got, as a result, 6 of them for $600, which can become 6,000. 3 words, 20 seconds. Good luck. 20 seconds on the clock. Here's your first of 3 words. Go.
Powder.
1 down, 2 to go.
Lick.
2 down, 1 to go for $6,000.
A baby. Raider. Crock. Raider. Put him in the crib. Basket.
You have $6,000. Come on, Marcia. Way to go. the whole show? Almost. We have some rejuvenating to do here. Way to go.
Sensational. Good work. Good work.
$6,000 at one clip. We will give you all of our earnings right after this. Fantastic.
Boy, that feels good, yeah?
That's a Cindy Brooks leads with 10,700. Lisa Hulana has 8,500 and no losses against her. We'll be back tomorrow with Tom Poston, Marcia Wallace. The only one missing is Bob Newhart. But we don't want you missing. We want to see you tomorrow right here on Body Language. See you then. Bye-bye.
Our departing contestants will receive extra warm, comfort, and style can be yours this winter in his or hers outerwear made with Thermalite, the warmer, thin insulation by DuPont. Elmer's Stixol high-technology adhesive, a versatile, strong household glue that won't bond skin. Stixol from Elmer's. And sleep like a dream with this clock radio. High-tech, super compact design includes blue fluorescent display and brightness control. And a member of our studio audience will receive authentic, pure crystal lamps imported from Europe by Crystal Clear Industries. Each piece is hand-cut, individually signed from Crystal Clear. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Body Language, a Mark Goodson television production. This program was edited for broadcast.